Well, what a successful start. I'm always good at starting these, aren't I? My computer's been a bit slow today, so if it's a little bit jittery, that'll be why. Dempsey's not here yet, just turning the computer on. So in the meantime, I'll, stall as I tend to do. But no, hey, it's Tony. It's been a while, hasn't it? Certainly been a little while. I should probably, I don't know. What was I saying? Dempy's fucking computer has to update. Always good timing. Oh well, Hello, Dempy from the phone. Hello. Oh, it's not picking up my mic. Of course it's not. It doesn't.
Hello.
Hey, sorry, my voice thing's been doing something different. I forgot that it would apply to direct calls as well as group calls.
Oh.
You actually sound pretty good on the phone. I'm surprised. I was expecting.
I'm using the same headphones.
Oh, okay, that'll be
and
why.
mic, but it's got like a weird extra situation that has a USB cable on the end, but it actually plugs into that. So
I see.
I have no idea.
Oh well, it's better than nothing. My Windows update came the other day during D&D, and I was just like, "Yay! This is the wrong time for this."
It takes forever.
Yeah.
Fuck Windows.
I know, right? I said it to the viewers, but my computer's been a bit funky, so it might be a little slow.
Oh.
Hopefully it will be okay though.
I can't see your screen yet, but also I can't see chat right now. Okay. This is better. Good thing it's aligned vertically.
Oof. Yeah.
That's
okay.
readable. It's fine. I get it. It's a DS game.
That's true. Yeah, I suppose it
would be a DS game with these homosexuals in it. My God.
Breaking news: homosexuals found in DS games mainly.
It's true.
It is.
I can't think of any other ones, but
I can't think of any other ones, but it sure is true.
Well, I was making a dick suck joke. If you weren't
right.
aware.
Oh.
Like DSLs, but without the L's.
Oh, I see.
There's a lot of gay happening on this one tiny screen.
Yeah, hold on. Let me unpause. Click.
I won't make it any less gay.
It will make it more
I'm getting
gay.
the audio loud and clear.
You're getting the audio?
Good.
What?
I did last time.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yes.
I don't know what changed. I think Discord updated and it was like, we understand
that's
now.
That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
It was ruining my quality of life, to be frank.
Yeah, well, you couldn't hear the voice line.
You'd be like, "Oh shit," and I would be like, "What? You can't hear anything."
You turn into fucking, what was it? I can't remember her name. The weed one. Oh no, yeah, her too. Flight attendants. Anyway, let's start. Oh God, that was.
Shouldn't be the only weed one right now. What's happening?
I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritorially.
I can't believe you knew that word. Good on you.
I saw it in a book. Yes.
I broke it down.
And there is nothing we can really do about it. Oh yes, as we remember from last time, basically they shot a crossbow through a window and then they were like, because we're in an embassy, we can drag this case out even further. And then they did.
I see.
Wild. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. Oh.
Okay.
See, this is what I'm talking about. My
That's upsetting.
My computer's a little bit slow today, so it's just having little lag moments with all my applications.
God. See if any of their eyeballs start popping out or anything.
I hope
Yikes. I can't believe that
it's
even
a
though we know he's
creepypasta.
the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. This sucks! And she knocks over the art. Is that art or is it a sign?
It is art. It's art.
Okay, good.
I think it's actually art of the two of the embassy people, because the one on the right looks like that greasy, blonde fuck.
Tree. Oh wait, the jaundice molester. Like that guy.
Jaundice. This is pretty much what he is. I know.
Sweetling.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of.
I have to piss on a fire hydrant.
Miles. He just like goes behind closed doors. He just goes behind closed doors and you hear like tick, tick, tick.
What, like he's scratching his ear?
No.
Like a dog?
No.
Like he's J&O?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I went to the dog thing and then I was like, how can a dog jerk off? And then I decided I didn't really want to know. So this conversation has been productive.
Oh yeah, please tell me.
Okay. If we can't even give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, what are we doing here? What the heck are laws created for? What good are they? This is an anarchy! If the law can't help us, we'll have to help the law. And I'll go see Adagarasu and take care of this myself.
Don't you dare! I'm in the scene, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, that was a bit harsh. He's just like, you dare insult the law!
That's you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just...
I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on all Ambassador after all. And he did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. This is kind of their country, I guess.
Oh, that's strong.
But I feel... Zemphi's got a Bloody Mary, of course.
Yeah, but I actually did do too much vodka in it. And
did
it
you do
doesn't
2
sound
shots
like
of vodka?
Thing. I kind of just poured it from the gigantic jug.
Yep.
It lugged in there.
Yeah.
And then I did a little extra on top because I wasn't sure. But
you had enough.
This is stronger than my last one, I will say.
For fuck's sake. But I feel like...
This Bloody Mary mix is so good, though.
But I feel
have to do shit to it.
Like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job.
I think I like it.
What?
My gum show impression.
Am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan, or should I just go and stab him?
Come on, everyone! We can't give up yet!
It's time to bed and blackmail him!
Get your Glocks! Let's tie him to the back of the truck and drag him through the streets!
We'll take him to an old abandoned building, and then... Okay.
Tar and feather the bitch! Then throw him in the lake! I want you to think about something for a second. We've never let up for even 1 second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, the sadness can't creep in.
Oh my god. It's a little too real.
How does my Windows... It does one update really quickly, and now it says working on updates 9% for the past day.
Yeah. I had that the other day.
This sucks.
I had that the other day.
It's mostly because it's like deselecting all of my privacy preferences.
Yeah, I know, right? It was doing that to me the other day. It got through one really fast, and then it spent the next hour and a half doing it.
And how does it need to update every other fucking day? That's too much.
They gotta update how annoying it is.
Yeah. Fuck Windows. I want to stuff Windows into a locker.
Yeah.
And we might find the... Wait, I read that.
Did you? Okay.
Go again. I did earlier.
My chat on my Streamlabs is connected like 15 times already. It just keeps getting disconnected.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew what was going on in the fucking... I was almost going to say live stream thing.
No, it's fine.
Livestream.com.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's what I'm using.
I can only assume you're here.
Yeah, Wolfie is.
I thought you were using Twitch.
I am, but you don't stream from Twitch.
Well, back in the day, little lady, we did livestream.com.
Excuse me. No kidding. She was just making fun of you for pouring vodka out of a jug because, you know, she's...
Hey!
She's teetotal or whatever.
Tito's is a good vodka. It happens to come in a really big jug.
Yeah, that's what I
In this
meant.
fucking family, we need it. Everybody loves vodka lemonades. I like a nice dirty martini. Oh, and I discovered this amazing drink, which is gin, a dry gin.
Just gin.
Squirt soda.
I don't think you discovered that, Tempe.
No, I don't like gin on its own. So in addition to a dry gin, you take a grapefruit soda, for example, Squirt, the best soda ever, and then you top it with lemon juice. It's muy super good.
Cool.
Anyway, go ahead.
She's right.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth! Let's kill a bitch!
Sounds like a good plan. Very well. Let me get my sniper rifle. I mean, let us reopen the investigation and see what
He
we come
has a
up
little
with.
pink pistol.
No, I
Behind
don't.
you!
I got a sniper rifle.
It goes in his purse.
Shut up.
That's his man
Shut up,
purse.
shut up, shut up.
Not his Miles purse. Tell him right behind you.
Ow! He just punches himself in the face.
Stop hitting yourself.
Ow! Okay, yeah, I'll go check out Baba a bit more. Just trips over.
And I too must leave this scene.
Oh, come back. So,
I'm going to go text my girlfriend
now
in
then.
jail. What was I doing?
Before I gather any more information,
freaks
I
his
should do some
ass.
housekeeping. Passion flowers, data erased from my organizer. That's always good. Begin investigation.
Begin investigation!
Ambassador Alba seemed agitated over something. Did he? Did he seem agitated? He seemed a little
murders have been
angry. Is it because he's the bad guy? I must
I
logic
wonder
this.
why!
It's a mystery. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. One, he's the bad guy. Second, the embassy itself has extraterrestrial rights. They're aliens! They're aliens!
Oh God! And then, like, the whole building's lifted out of the ground.
Whee!
Where's the
Oh my god. If someone happens...
I've always wanted to fly.
If something happens on Habastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him.
Cool! Great! Fucking perfect! It sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want.
Yes, they're the perfect place to prolong games when we've already got the bad
Oh
guy.
my god.
And Mask 2 run a smuggling operation and make counterfeit bills, apparently. Oh yeah, I forgot about that plot.
The counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochin and Baba.
Yes, he apparently used the embassy coupon printing press to do it.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. But it's the same story over there anyway. Baba also has extraterrestrial rights. I'm not going to say it right, I refuse. Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador's extraterrestrial rights.
Did you say extraterrestrial?
No, terrestrial. I know it's extraterritorial, but
Before then.
I have no idea. I don't know what I'm
You
saying.
said something goofy AF. I really
Isn't that
might need
everything
to
I
put more
say?
mix in this.
Maybe.
No, it's just like not as delicious as I'd like it to be.
Those rights are effective even in our own country.
Really?
No, I was just bullshitting you, of course.
Alright.
No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter
He is pretty special. Haha.
what wrongs he commits, we can't bring him to trial here.
Maybe that wasn't cool in 2020. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? We fucking failed!
It just completely breaks down.
She yanks the key out of her hair. I'm worthy of this.
Father!
She takes out like the seppuku knife or whatever.
Oh my god. We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Doesn't Interpol have international rights, hence Interpol? Good point, Wolfie. That does make sense.
Yeah.
Would that
I
be
wish I
brought
was
up in this
that
game?
Firsthand.
Nope.
No, because the law means nothing in Phoenix or Ace Attorney.
It only
However,
means
those
something
games-
when they want to use it.
You know what? Those games are set in 2016, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the police are all corrupt. Like, I'm not surprised everything would be on a horrible downward spiral in terms of the validity of the law.
Yep.
What the fuck picture is this?
What do you think it is? It's Alba and the other one, and they've got flowers, and
It's
they're
just
kissing the Steel
goofy
Samurai.
AF.
This
Nice
was taken
green
just-
vest, douche.
Yeah, no, right. This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their
Yes.
bouquets to the Steel Samurai, and somehow they printed out this picture within the evening. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I
It's
haven't
that samurai
seen
looking
before?
extra sexy.
He looks so good. Oh wait, he's Larry. Fuck!
Perhaps I should. Perhaps I should investigate
it.
the balls of the picture.
It appears to be a bouquet of Persian chrysanthemums and roses.
You said every single one of those words like a douchebag.
Shut up! I
You
said.
know the exact.
You don't even know what they are, Kay. You would have just called them pretty flowers.
That's efficient.
It's
Categorization,
not
bitch.
right.
Ugh. I bet you want to see this pretty flower. I'm talking about his butthole. I never would have
Jesus.
figured you. I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers.
I'm an expert on many things. It's all because those flowers that old lady sends me every month. Just look at me. I sound like some sort of botanist.
Of all things. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here?
That one? I'm not sure.
Homoerotic affection. I said this one a lot myself. What? You don't know?
Of course.
Some botanist you are.
Botanist.
I'm not a botanist.
How dare you? As far as I can
Fucking
recall,
hate botanists.
they're all jerks. As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before because it's not a fucking flower. But I feel as though I've seen the shape somewhere before.
Hitler would have been twice as deadly if he got kicked out of botany school.
Oh my god. What have we got?
Maybe that's Von Karma's secret passion. This
Botany.
is not very delicious.
The thing.
My overly vodka drink. Here, you know what? I'm sorry, it's gotta happen.
Hello, Kay.
You look through the evidence. I'll get more mixer.
Alright.
Thanks for understanding. I'll be back.
Yeah, sure. Let's call it understanding. 72? Jesus. He looks 98. This is very laggy. I do apologize. Right, but we know Killer Soyu's name, but we don't know Shina's name. Why are they even separate? God damn. Hold on. It's not laggy from what you're viewing. Good. It's not. It's not like long lag. It's just dug, 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 and then it's fine. Where the fuck did that thing go? Oh, let's see. That was one. Ugh. There we go again. Oh god. Ah! Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Look, it's the pick. It's the pick. We found it in the open air stage. I'm a genius. Cool. Yeah, see, it's just like my computer lagging a bit because it's being a bit slow today. I do apologise. Wait, no, not that. No! Whoops. I just completely lost the plot of what I was doing. No. Just carrying the stream on my own. Could say anything. But I wouldn't. There it is. Eureka! Eureka! I found it! Welcome back. I solved it.
What's up, baby?
I solved it while you were gone.
What was the question? What was the answer?
What the thing was in here. It was the pick from earlier.
The
Could
pick?
this piece of evidence be... We picked it up earlier and like it didn't come up at all for ages.
Huh?
Fuck.
It's related to that.
No! What the fuck? Even though I know she's right, she could have at least tried to humor me a little.
While you were drinking, I was winning the game.
No. No. Look at that and look at that. They're the same.
Remember, my screen is itty bitty teeny tiny.
Fucking see it.
The guitar pick? Where is it?
It's in there. It's the flower. That bit.
Are you sure?
No.
I don't, like maybe there's like a space for it, but I wonder if there's the same
There's
type
one
of flower
missing
in a
and it's
flower
the
box
same
or
shape.
something.
I bet.
Okay, well, it's clearly fucking something else.
I bet I have to present something first and then I have to present this.
Flowers grow out of guitar picks.
I'm gonna kill you.
Ow. Rude.
What are you gonna do about it?
Stumble drunkenly away.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not completely toasted yet.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know then. Hold on.
And toasted isn't the only thing I be. Tee.
Present the bouquet? What bouquet? We don't have a bouquet.
That's what I was saying.
We don't have a bouquet.
Slurs. Oh, well then we probably have to find it somewhere.
Oh, we can look at other things.
Yes. We can investigate them even.
Don't fucking start with me. Flowers were sent by a variety of people
every time.
and businesses to celebrate what the little... Yeah, sorry. Even the Steel Samurai received some flowers from the ambassador. What?
There are so many bouquets here. It's like a wedding ceremony. A wedding ceremony is a win.
I know what a wedding ceremony is. I've daydreamed about them many times.
I thought so.
Anyway. What was I saying? I believe the flowers for those are for a slightly different reason. I spilled water on my face. That's you. Hello?
I said, what do you mean? I might have yelled so loud it clipped me out.
That sometimes happens, yeah.
What do you mean? This event was supposed to be like a wedding between Alabasta and Babal, right? Alabasta was gonna get some Babals tonight.
I wouldn't mind that myself. Actually, I believe they're more in a state of divorce.
Okay then.
Like
we see what we want to see.
Like my second dad and his
Jesus
wife.
Christ. Sorry your dad was an incel. This event was supposed to be their marriage ceremony.
What are you talking about? We were perfectly happy.
Just because that bitch didn't want to eat salads for every meal.
Okay, anyway. Oh, fucking... I suppose you could call it that.
I suppose you could. Don't ever fucking question me again.
Oh god. Lag. Ah!
What is happening?
It's just been slow. No, we didn't get any flowers. The passion flowers got removed from our inventory because they would have confused us if we kept them. These flowers were sent by Global Studios. We need to click on it before I drink.
Yeah.
That's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. Between this time and this time on this day.
If it's not Jam and Ninja, I do not care.
Yes, well that's why I'm better than you.
That's why your father's dead.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. You've got a new father anyway. It's fine.
Not anymore, I don't! And she rips up the adoption papers.
They have been producing hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled.
Oh, I read about that in the papers the other day. The mascot of theirs is also getting a facelift too, right? What's its name?
You mean Mrs. Monkey? Oh yeah, I remember him.
Oh God.
Shit.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. You really do have a great memory.
Yes. Ha! Never underestimate the powers of my recollection.
Yes, I am pretty
Yes,
great.
it's got nothing to do with me being a fan of the show or
You
anything.
see, Phoenix? People like me.
People think that I'm cool. Is there anything else in here?
Are we trapped in here?
Yes, we are. There's guards in front of you still. You're trapped in here. Let me have another look at this. Is there anything I was missing before?
I have no idea.
I didn't really examine much of it, did I?
I think this needs like a little lemon juice or something.
He
but
looks,
I can live
he
without
looks
it.
like he's holding it in his shit real bad.
Oh,
And he just,
I guess.
he's just like.
Why won't the aperture just close already? My aperture is right open. I can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive!
I don't suppose anyone expected him to change that drastically.
I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile.
What cheery smile? That's a line.
It's a grimace. Grimace.
Meanwhile, on this side, he's like, "Ha! I'm just happy to be here."
It's because his hand is on the other guy's ass as a serial molester.
And he's
But
already,
unbeknownst to him,
he's already shit
there's a
himself.
third party entering the conversation shortly. Ugh, and the Steel Samurai is Larry.
Yeah.
What a terrible picture overall.
We should
That's
just
like
rip
a,
this
a
up.
2 out of 10. 2
Yeah.
out of 5.
Okay,
Two out of
please
7.
try to remain calm and focused on the here and now.
That sounds like it's addressed to me.
It is.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry I got all worked up there. I'm just so passionate about horrible old people. Anger, passion. Well, the only way we're going to be able to steal the truth is if we keep on investigating.
That's not how it works. Mr. Polino.
Mr. Polino
that's
has a
you.
really great smile, said Kay. Don't you think?
I bet. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. I bet he was really happy that they were going to become Cotopia again.
Perhaps. But instead, he became the greatest victim in today's case, apart from
Did
the
he die?
dead guys. He's not
Okay, I
dead.
didn't remember.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
so shut the fuck up, Edgeworths.
An ambassador like him,
God.
who is always thinking of his country, is really to be admired. I love how we've presented him in such a different way than the game.
Yeah, nothing like jingoism. Although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday.
I hope so too, but for that to happen, we need to solve the case first. We need to see to it that those who would harm the new Codofia are locked away.
Oh my god. And we will!
Saying Edgeworths lines is always difficult. What logic have we got? Ugh. Got agitated Alba.
Alba. Oh, he's
Ketchup.
hideodorous.
Huh?
Look at
Oops.
his facial portrait. Dumbass! No! Just look at the picture.
No, I see. Why do you call me a dumbass?
Because you clicked and then you were like, oops. And I was like, that dumbass, I would never do that.
Yeah, you would never do that, given that
I
you've
would
never done it.
never do that.
We can see him bigger over here if you want.
Never.
He's-
Ah, he looks like a Koopa.
He's 72.
Man is all triangles and
Ugh.
squiggles. Ah!
Ah, there we go. That's better.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh my god. He's cuter in game.
Logic. Hold on. I didn't check this stuff on. Babylese is undergoing
brain
renovations
thoughts.
on the top levels. Used Babylese embassy's printing press and make calculated bills. There's nothing else to look at, so we gotta kind of put these together. If the renovations were on the Babylese side, weren't they? Oh, these two say Babylese in, so I'm gonna put them together. That's how logic works. We've saved recently, so this is fine. I was right!
Yay!
Woo! We know
Good,
that the
'cause we have
counterfeit
2
bills.
punches
I
left.
know because we haven't saved in like 2 episodes.
You haven't saved in 2
No,
episodes.
we haven't had the chance to save in like 2 episodes.
Can't you save at any point you want?
Nope. Only when it
I
lets
thought you could save state it.
No. Well, yeah, I can do that, but we don't get life back for that. We could save at any point, yeah. We know that the counterfeit... My Discord just closed. What the fuck? Sorry, it's there now, isn't it? It's on screen. What the hell? God, this stream is just a fucking nightmare, isn't it? Hold on, I'm gonna close it. I'm just gonna have to message Dempsey about what happened. Come on, Discord, stop sucking ass. I do apologize. There we go. I have to entertain in the meantime. Discord, go. Go faster. Go faster. Oh my god. It just closed on me. No reason, no rhyme or reason. Just decided, you know what? I'm going to close midway through. Always good. I love how my streaming setup's been fine for the past 4 streams that didn't matter. But this one is like, don't be so ridiculous. I'm gonna break on you. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll Discord, no. Why you do this? And why is it being so slow? Ah! Oh my god, there we go, it's back. Hello.
Sorry, push my mic up to drink my drink. Hey.
Sorry about that. My Discord
It's okay.
just closed. No rhyme or reason. It just closed on me. And I'm glad that I noticed it close, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have known what was going on. But I noticed immediately. I was like, wait.
Let me see.
We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press, but
I can't see your screen.
you will in a
Okay, here we
second.
go.
But the necessary materials, such as bubblies, ink, and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? There we go.
Get rid of it all.
Right. So we can assume... I love them.
Right.
I love these faces. They're so like...
I know. It's cute. It's like Spider-Man and then smaller Spider-Man watching.
Yeah, it really is. They just got like this big, like, I don't fucking believe that for a second. Look. Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bills disposal. Man, I realized all of this stuff like an hour ago. And the reason Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation, based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain?
Quirkus.
I don't remember
Why is your
who
name
these...
Quirkus?
I don't remember who these people are.
Oh, Wolfie.
Well, surely it's
We need your
Albert.
help.
Surely it's Albert because he's the bad guy.
Fucking Quirkus.
Yeah, Quirkus bad guy. That's his name now.
Right,
it's the one person
who
has been erasing evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies, the co-conspirator who is mopping up our Ambassador Albert. Ambassador Albert has a very strong motive to kill. We did it, everyone. Agitated Albert. Motive to kill. Would you believe that these things connect and this entire mechanic is pointless?
Murder is stressful.
We already know all this! The cause of Ambassador Albert's agitation, the rotten treasure we find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss, you said it herself. She didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can be only one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstance.
Then you mean Ambassador Alba is the real killer?
No! It was me! Oh, God.
He starts like ripping his hair out and trying to eat his cravat. But I thought the two of them were friends.
I think I might be losing my mind.
Really?
Maybe they
Are
were.
you?
Are you really? Oh my God.
Are you really?
Oh my God.
Losing your mind? Yeah.
Yeah,
Losing
would
your mind?
You mind? You mind? This is fucking
Ken,
frozen!
yeah.
From a can? From a can? Yeah, from a can. There's a mouse right there.
Finally, some good fucking food.
From a can? From a can? It's from a can? This is fucking store-bought. Look at all this
I'm
fucking
a big fan
shit.
of the oh dear, gorgeous.
Oh dear. The crab cakes.
You fucking donkey!
All right. maybe they were, but I need to give a character a Gordon Ramsay voice in future.
Absolutely.
I said I was going to give a character Mark Wahlberg from The Happening voice, and then I never did, and I regret it.
What? No.
What?
What does that sound like? You know what? I was at the pharmacy the other day. It's like my favorite petty.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned it last time.
It was a really pretty pharmacist, and I asked her where the cough medicine was. I didn't even have a cough. And Zoe Deschanel was like super offended.
Maybe they were, but Zoe Deschanel was the one who first betrayed their friendship.
What do we do? Oh, I get it. Was it Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Polino to be an ambassador after the reunification?
Yes, and that was the real reason about why he needed to steal the Alabastine Primadou statue.
So Mr. Cochin hired Damask II to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochin?
It is definitely a possibility at this point.
Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But the question is, how did he do it?
Probably with some ridiculous contraption that makes no sense.
Ambassador Alba was in Alabast. I have a really cracked phone screen.
It's all right.
But Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babal, right?
Right. And that is what we must solve next. Oh, okay. What now?
I hate looking at them. My computer's been at 90% for 47,000 years. I'm not getting any younger.
Oh, we can examine this bouquet as well. It seems that the lilies are at the center of this bouquet with an exit of the chamomile. Sorry, skip that line.
There we go.
It was just wow.
I can totally smell the wonderful fragrance.
Okay. This is just a picture.
Oh. Ah, look, I know that.
Clearly.
But it's nice to imagine things once in a while, you know? Have you ever imagined anything?
No.
Not fucking surprised. Where's your sense of empathy?
I lost it when I was 5 and I was slapped. If you can smell the fragrance
had it coming. That's all I'm saying.
From a photo, that's more like a hallucination.
My dad hit me and I turned out just fine.
He did not.
She's like got her hand in someone else's wallet.
Finn Faraday was a saint.
You don't have to be mean about it.
Yes, I do. Let's just drop this before it's in full bloom.
Plunking my drink to my mic, sorry.
Okay, so obviously it was not the pig. Hold on.
The pig is in the flower! Because I'm a prosecutor.
Hold on. I think I see something.
Knife,
Look.
knife, 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 blah, 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 blah.
Can I move this? Hold on.
What about some knives?
Ah! Look!
Did you get to that part of Most Popular Girls? What?
No, I didn't.
Oh, is it missing a little? See? There you go.
It is the pig. I just have to present this first. I am fucking furious. My Discord looks like it might be crashing again.
Balloon moment. Oh, cool.
It hasn't yet. No, it's
Still
good.
in the
It's
middle
good.
of
It's good. It's good.
preparing windows.
It's good. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Watch this. Alabastine knife. Present.
Knife.
I swear to God if I'm wrong.
This is a boogie. This is a real bop. It slaps.
Wait, so that's a knife that is in the
Oh,
photo.
my computer's working again. What is a knife? In
the
the flower?
Yeah, that's the knife.
The knife was not in the balloon. It was in the flower the whole time.
Didn't you just make that joke?
I know, but then I was going like, wow, life's small wonders. It's cray.
Yeah, it is cray. Babel's national symbol is the butterfly, and alabaster is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old
good.
hide a tree in a forest trick.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this knife, yeah!
Wait, what? The handle on the knife.
Ah, yeah! Ooh! And this is how the Steel Samurai would have done it. You see my form?
Samurai weeb.
What a
I put
weeb.
the right password in my computer and it's stuck on the fucking welcome thing.
Oh, mine did that. Yes, it's the
Fuck
handle
Windows.
that, I know, right? That was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis.
Boy, stabbing, what a terrible way to go.
In the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. Is that a reference to
Her dad
her
getting
dad
fucking stabbed to death?
stabbed by
Yes.
Callisto with the fucking bags on her hand?
Edgeworth, do you have a paper bag?
Why are you getting so weird? This isn't exactly an earthquake.
I get warm in here.
This isn't exactly an earthquake, okay?
Choose all of my privacy settings. I'm sorry, I'm just aghast.
Nah, it's fair. The flower... It looks like one of the flower petals is missing. I am so angry. I'm so full of rage. I'm so...
I don't understand what any of these settings mean.
I'm so full of rage. Because the pick is relevant, but they wouldn't let me present it yet.
Welcome to fucking Ace Attorney.
I know, but it
Is
doesn't...
this your first time here?
It doesn't make me any less angry the more they do it. It's like when a child does something again. Like they done something bad again. It doesn't make you any less disappointed when they do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Golly.
I'm sorry for yelling. Dennis, I'm sorry I yelled at you just then.
I'm gonna learn you how to play butt ball.
Then the knife in this photo is most definitely the
I've
same
gotta
as the
come
knife.
back.
Gotta learn you how to play bubble.
No, I'm sorry for yelling at you.
Sorry for yelling at you just then.
It just kills me.
Mm.
It'll be like Lang shouting at Miles.
I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have...
Yes, because he's guilty.
Yes, it must have been something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed, a place where the Alabastine ambassador was likely to meet the Babylese Mr. Cochin. The place where the Ambassador Alba happened to commit the murder. Oh no.
Stall on my damn toolbar. Microsoft Edge.
Microsoft poo.
Man, oh Jesus. You are like 12.
Yes.
I lost all my tabs.
Hold on. I think it's the theatre, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Wolfie, you're absolutely
Oh,
right.
I had some really cool art pictures up. Oh well. This is a bunch of poopy bullshit.
It really is. Wolfie says that she feels like they had a 50,000 word count and got to 30,000 before they realized they needed more. It really does feel like that, doesn't it?
Ace Attorney suffers from that really badly. When Ace Attorney's good, it's really good, but oh my god, it is fucking verbose.
When it's bad, yeah. I think it's the theatre, because
sure.
that's where the thing
I don't know, diplomatic community.
The only place that makes sense in here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Oh, cool. I don't think we would have lost anything.
What? Here?
What? No! The Goodwill
You're trying
event.
to kill me in my
was-
sleep, aren't you?
What? No.
No.
The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct?
What?
So the only
Someone
place.
Give me a second.
Give
Why
me a
won't anyone
fucking
give me a second?
second. So the only place that both of them would have been is in here.
But if that's the case, then everything changes.
Oh yeah.
The cedar isn't actually Alabasta there. So that wipes out one of those extraterrestrial rights he has.
It makes logical sense. In which case, it is a
Fucking aliens taking all the jobs.
Yes, those fucking damn aliens.
That was actually like more real than I meant it to be. Wolfie, yes. And by the way, it was not only one tab.
How many
I
tabs
had like
do
8
you
on my
normally have
computer.
open
I'm back
at
up
once?
to 80. I was well over 100 when I accidentally hit the close all button on Chrome on my phone, and I'm still angry about it.
You're
But
making
I
me
easily got back up to 80.
You're making me feel like uncomfortable just by you saying 80 tabs.
Sorry.
I try to have like 6 at most on
That's
my
a
phone.
low number. My phone's running really smoothly all of a sudden.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to hop back onto my computer and keep the
All right.
Twitch.com to my phone.
Twitch.com. Yeah, I will.
Twitter.com.
Twitter. I will. I will entertain during. It makes logical sense. In which case, it is a reason for us to investigate further. Shit. I probably should have told her it was .tv. Well, in the meantime, what is up? It's me. Filling time. You know, the normal way. Okay, looks so cheerful here, and Edgeworths is just done. Oh no, I dropped some plastic. So yeah, I'm still pissy at this. Yeah, me neither, Wolfie. More than 2, but more than like 4 to like 6 is too many for me. Oh, welcome back.
Have you heard the phrase?
Have I heard the phrase what?
I was talking to Wolfie, and I said, have you heard the phrase semantics? I meant word, but...
Ah, gotcha.
What do you mean, my tabs?
Yeah.
It's because I wanna go back to them, and I know if I bookmark them, I'll never look at them again. So the idea is that if I have them all open, they're quickly accessible, and I can be done with them, like once I look at them, but that doesn't happen. I also have about 20,000 different photos on my phone, and it's excessive, and I tried manually taking them off and sorting them, but that is unfucking reasonable. So what should we check out?
What was I gonna say? Shit.
Sorry.
I love how you explained, like, oh, so this is the reason why, but it doesn't actually happen, so it's not a good reason.
Ah, well,
I do the photos thing, though. That's fair enough.
you guys are
Let's see.
men.
I believe we should check the immigration records for both
And
Alabasta
fucking 2.
Babel post haste. Fuck's sake. Post haste. Babel's records should be easy to obtain, however,
such
the
a
problem
little
will be Alabasta.
flop.
I wonder if they would allow us to see the records despite the order to vacate.
Yes. I
Oh,
love
hi.
you, baby. Remember moi. Wait, I'm German. I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworths.
Franziska?
Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. I have here the security footage from both Alabasta and Babel,
How did you get
and
that?
it's better than yours.
I fucking
You
stole it.
well to take a look at its contents.
She just stole it. Oh, I love more security footage. Yes, please. You move
Oh, they're
fast.
so cute. Van Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babel investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case.
I'm sorry
God, these
about
uppers are
that.
good. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he?
Please don't call me that.
Isn't he?
Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime?
It's because I'm not shy to do the accent when I'm drunk. Buzzed.
That's probably it. You do fine anyway, don't worry. So this video contains footage from Alabast's immigration screening area.
I really hope there's something in here that we can use.
I love how the sketch.
Oh, look at them all walking in sync.
The
How much would you hate yourself if they walked by you on the street?
Oh, totally, 100%. Unless I was.
I should have brought it in. What am I looking at?
Unless I was dressed up femininely, then I'd be like, bitch, fucking.
Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention.
No, neither was I.
523, because the samurai is suspicious AF.
I think so. I think you're right there. It's this thing in the car. You mentioned it like three streams ago.
Billion times.
And you were like, that's going to be suspicious, and you were.
The game was like, I don't understand why they were padding it at this point.
Yeah. Doesn't something about this lump shape strike you as odd? Phoenix, Miles, stop showing me your phone.
That's what he was saying, Wolfie. He was talking about you, not me. He's got like his pants down and he's bent over all the way. Miles, I know we're related, but I still don't want to
I'm
see
told
it.
I need to check this stuff out, otherwise things could develop.
He's hideous.
What do you think it means?
I think it means you have cancer.
Oh,
God,
no.
that's a tumor.
Jesus.
You're so mature. Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? Get your hands off him!
Phoenix just comes in to help.
Oh my god!
Seems the same as normal to me. What do you mean the same as normal?
No, there's clearly something odd about the bulge.
There's clearly not something odd about the bulge. That's the episode title. That's the episode title. There is clearly something odd about the bulge.
Oh my god. Maybe I should take a look.
Ooh, hey, I'm back in here. What bulge?
I'm your doctor. He's got like the doctor lamp on his head and coat.
Dr. Lang coming in.
Sir.
What do I need to fit? What do I need to fix in here? Yeah, not fit.
You ready for it? And he like snaps the glove on. Prostate exam.
I'm ready for it. Lang, this isn't going to work. Damn it!
Get out of here!
If only we had the pushcart itself,
God.
we could compare and confirm my hunch. That was the 3 best lines in the entire game.
I hope Wolfie was able to get like the good stuff.
I'll get it if she doesn't.
Okay, good. That's right. You're recording this anyway.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Next,
that was ridiculous.
Let us check the footage from the Babel security. I'm sorry.
I hope it shows us something good.
I'm still not
like
over it.
Cupcake. Oh my god. Oh, there wasn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything.
That right there is the contradiction.
Huh? Did I miss something?
You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the fucking shut up, Edgeworth. Is the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country.
But it wasn't his body. But wasn't his body found in Babal?
It would appear that the truth was
That's my favorite sport.
final
Babal.
puzzle has revealed
It's
itself. That is
B-ball.
the amount of times they've said final.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
You fucking needed that.
Yeah.
Oh.
The amount of times they said final in this case makes me furious.
I mean, shitting fuck. It's just not true.
Ambassador Alba.
This song is hilarious.
I thought I had asked for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know
He's
that this
yelling
theatre
back.
sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun and I've enjoyed your little game. I dare say that you've even achieved a new high score.
Oh my god.
That's what the kids like, right?
However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again.
I'm so invigorated now that I've cleared my bowels.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is over and it's game over, but the game is gonna go on for another 2 hours.
And this isn't a game, wink at the camera.
No.
Hey, excuse me. Where do you think you're going at this time of night? It's past your bedtime. You old fuck.
Oh, Wolfie, you know nothing of student accommodation if you think that's loud.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was gonna ask the same thing myself.
Nah, that'll be fine. After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. Oops.
You just stab him in the chest with the other knife.
Oh no, what a shame. I guess I'm going to prison. So I am heading
Game
to
over.
the airport. How to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Star
Can't let you do that, Starbucks. Can't let you brew that, Starbucks.
There are still too many issues
Can't
we
let you
need to
do that,
discuss with them.
Starburst.
You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it.
Ugh, he reminds me of Dad.
Just a little bit. A little yes.
Ah! Here come my creeping fingers.
Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Palneo! Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with
Just
me.
one touch.
The already strained relationship between our countries... Wait, which countries is in a precarious situation, you know.
I don't care about these two.
Very well, if you insist, I will kiss you straight on the lips. I will play just one more round with them and see what
Miles
they want.
covers Kate's eyes.
Not that they'll get any farther. Mr. Palneo. Mr. Edgeworth! All I wish for is the normalization of relationships between the two countries. But there is one
There
person
I
standing
go,
in the way of
grunting
that dream.
again.
I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Get your hands off me. Thank you for your vote of
Pause off,
confidence.
bitch! He belongs to a Mr. Phoenix, right?
Now then, what was it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. 1 billion penalties.
What is your favorite color?
That's more than enough, because I only have one question anyway. What is your favorite flavor of Starburst? What?
Banana. What?
And then he like flies off in his copter.
Shit, I messed that up.
We've been foiled.
I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Cochin. Oh, I see.
Don't you dare call him a hoe!
You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last...
Oh, the supple land.
This really
Young,
is
unwrinkled
the
palm.
very last chance. Believe it when I see it. We have to bring him down.
Totally for certain.
Certain last
No
chance.
take back these.
I won't allow
Super
even an
duper the last.
atom-sized contradiction to slip by.
Edgeworth is too intense.
I messed
The
out
final
with
villain
alibi.
no one cares about.
Let's do it.
Alibi.
Triple A, baby.
Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm not... No, kidding. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. All I did was kill a man.
Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. I have the best hypothetical scenarios. People say they're the best.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
It's too real.
Ugh.
But to get to your point, I was in Alabasta the whole time, so it's simply not possible to have killed Bamal. That is my alibi.
Oh, boy. That's very little things that he said.
So that is your alibi.
This is my alibi.
That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in... Now that I've cleared up, I will speak. What the fuck did you
What?
just say? I said hold it.
Could you start that over?
What is it this time? I thought. You did. But you still have
I'm
yet
not
to
going to
really
listen
answer
to
my
you.
question. What? How could you bend the rules? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Okay, and he just pushes him over. Bye.
It seems I've been budged an inch.
Shit. Seems I've been outplayed.
Game over.
Bum, 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 bum.
Miles Edgeworths, as my subordinate and representatives of this country's prosecutors.
Kick the shit out of him.
Fuck him up, baby!
Pretty
You are
much.
forbidden to lose.
I will fuck him up. Let's do
Awesome.
this. That is something I've understood from the
An
start.
earthquake happens and budges him. Wolfie says, "That's the guy who ordered my father killed, isn't he?"
I do kind of love that this game allows for Franziska and Edgeworth to properly work together
Yes, it's cute.
with no
AF.
Phoenix Sprite revenge in the way.
I know.
Yes, I believe so. And she's in the next game a bunch as well.
The goal of the first Yatagarasu was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Did Bad die?
No, he's fine.
Oh. Oh, okay. Their legacy will live on through me.
Kate, Bad's not dead. We saw him an hour ago.
He's like 1 foot in the grave.
Yes, that is
That
fair.
man.
He sleeps in the morgue.
So that's why we've just got to catch him, okay? Not for
We will.
justice,
I
not for the
promise.
integrity for the law, but for me.
Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have the truth, shall we?
I'm going to rub my nipples through
No
these
matter.
badges.
My badge is the
Your
nipple.
accusations turn me on.
How many times you ask? My
I am
answers
out
remain
of
the same.
here.
Ambassador Alba, Salabai, Albabai. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. Let's press that. It's not a hypothesis. Earlier, we proved it to be what happened. Ha ha ha! I
Would
don't
you like
remember
any
that.
anchovies on your pizza?
Hold it.
Well, let's leave that to one side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. My voice has changed 8
God.
times.
Oh, so smug.
Oh, so
Oh my
really? You
god,
had
I
no
want to
reason to kill
motorboat
Mr.
his cravat. Miles is so
Uh-huh.
cute.
Go on there.
I'd really stick my nose in it. I bet
If
he
you
uses
want
a nice
to suppose I
hand
had one,
perfume.
then why not? I'll indulge you. Oh my god. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see it, I'd appreciate it if you might take things seriously. I'm sorry. I
Sorry.
suppose, I suppose you're in a bit of a pickle. Very well. A game is no fun if the
I
playing
know
field
you
isn't
like
level.
pickles, don't you, big boy?
Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he's killed another human being?
Some people just like murder.
Who would have done that and been proud about it? No one I know.
Daddy, I miss you.
Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with the crimes. No. In that case, hold on. This is the new one, isn't it? Yeah.
Your tentacles are considered by some to be an erogenous zone.
Those aren't tentacles. They could be.
Oh, now I want chocolates. And
I-
they would be
I
all
do.
mine, and I don't have to worry about children stealing them right from under my nose.
I've got some chocolates over there. But
Chocolate's not actually my favorite, but when
No,
it
me
hits, it
neither.
hits.
me neither.
What's your
'cause,
favorite?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Why is chocolate not your favorite? Because that's what you were saying before I interrupted you. Sorry.
It's not my favorite. We do have samurai dogs, don't we?
Ugh. Lukewarm. Like, really good chocolate is excellent. So maybe I'm just a snob.
Well, yes.
But I don't know.
we
I like
already
like
knew
lemony desserts. Vanilla's a good flavor. Finally, the last of my baking things that I ordered on a crazy binge came in, so I'm gonna start making some cakes and cupcakes. Although the next thing I want to do is like Hong Kong style egg tarts, which look super yummy. It's
In
like
the
a little
meantime,
warm
well,
custard in a pie crust.
Dempy just goes off on a bit of a talk about cooking. I'm going to try and find out what the fuck
I'm
I'm
excited
doing.
about baking. It looks
No,
really
yeah,
fun.
it's absolutely fine because I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing.
Good. I'll keep the audience of Wolfie occupied.
Yeah.
So I also ordered some
Oh.
really awesome gel food colorings by AmeriColor, and it is a student starter kit. So they're like extra concentrated and
Found it.
delightful. So I would love to make a blue cake.
I knew what I was looking for, but I didn't know what it was.
Oh, the little Pizza Hut hat.
No, yes.
God,
Every
it's
time you
like being me.
every time you do that, he gets a little more guttural. If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill.
Sexual gratification.
It was because Mr. Colton had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Don't
are you okay?
get in the middle of
Don't
this. I'm
interrupt
getting
him,
off.
like, you have to let this just play out.
Evil begets evil, and because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess. Oh,
His voice
Josh.
slipped.
It's actually kind of similar to what I was going for.
Yeah.
I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tales. Said. It's bad. And if you don't, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument.
What is happening today?
I don't know. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward.
I can't do that. I would like Wolfie, but I can't.
I will in a sec. It has
Okay.
been proven that this note was written by Mr. Coton's hand.
Shit, I keep
Shall
bumping
we
into
take
my
a look
mic.
at it?
Oh my god.
I see.
Always.
The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of the alabaster Primadew statue. Spano. By killing him and pushing all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him. I see. Trees of green.
Shut up, it's my solo!
Are you finished with your hypothesizing?
with your hypothesizing?
Excuse me. Let's suppose I did. Have a moment. I stop.
All right, hurry it up.
Even so, wait, what was his original voice?
Uh,
Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. Well, everyone does this. It appears that this is where the real battle
The last truly final battle.
the battle of the last final, truly only last battle that
super
happens
duper.
last.
We really mean it. Not kidding.
Now then, if you will excuse me, shut the fuck up. I told you from the beginning, didn't I? You only get one question.
How can he just be like?
Ambassador Alva, if you could please just give us a bit more time and stop being such a huge chode. Doesn't matter what kind of man Manny was. He was my subordinate, which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death.
Sigheil!
Ugh, attacky.
Jesus. That
Repulsive.
is something for Bravo to figure out, and something to which I have no relation.
We're fucked.
Ah.
That's hilarious.
Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Paleo. I'm very sorry, but I'm a bitch and he's outplayed me.
There is no need for you to apologize, bitch.
We must find some way to stop him from leaving. Lang's gonna fucking tackle him to the ground.
Yeah, he kneecaps him.
It seems
How
there
are
are
you
no
gonna
further
escape
objections.
us now?
In that case, please allow me to return home. Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
They're right there, Ambassador Alba!
Just gets out a fucking crowbar. Bum bum! Ah! Okay.
I'm gonna Kerrigan your ass! Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatagarasu's legacy will live on through me.
Yes, but how do
And
you
this
suggest
lead
we stop
pipe-
him from leaving?
You just leave that to me! Right in the kneecaps! Pop, pop! Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this?
Yeah.
And it's like his nudie pics.
Oh no! No.
No.
And why
That
should
would
I
be your
recognize
mother.
that tattered old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before?
That is a clue my father, Byrne Faraday, left for us.
And you
But
didn't
Faraday.
tell me about it, Kay?
No, I kind of forgot.
Kay.
I'm busy stealing things. It doesn't always cross my mind.
Did you say Burn Faraday? That's what I'm going with.
Mr. Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG8 incident.
That one in which he wrote about the Yatagarasu's key.
Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu killed 7 years ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it's related to me.
She has beautiful full lips and big eyes, and she broke my heart.
Inside this
Francisca.
organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil fucking thing your bitch ass did.
Francisco, we don't have time for this right now.
I miss her.
There's more to life than her.
I don't want more to life then.
What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't work on me.
If you won't believe me, then take a look at this.
And she flips him off.
Damn, she's got me there. Oh, it's the little thief.
No. No.
What is a toy there?
You know what? Never. You know what? Never mind.
I love that confidence in a joke. That's...
This thievery device was used by the Yatagarasu, or rather, by my father.
Nice. She's got her fucking... Okay, how is
Boy,
your...
this air conditioning is
Yeah,
really
I know, right?
strong.
How is that happening? It's like got a fan behind her.
I am fucking freezing.
Why aren't the rest of us... Why isn't the rest of our clothes doing that? Don't fucking question it!
Cause you're starched to shit.
Oh, that's
7
fair.
years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy.
What?
7 years ago! These 2 pieces of evidence hold information the Yatagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to alibis right behind you.
Little girl, get to the point.
I'm blackmailing you, bitch. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. Nice and close. Yeah, that's the good stuff.
What the fuck?
If you win, then I'll hand over these 2 pieces of evidence.
Yatagarasu, ever the thorn in my side! Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings?
It's nothing case-breaking, really.
Ah, then it was just a bluff. Okay, fair enough.
Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bad found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him.
Those 2 pieces. Aren't they keepsakes of your father?
It's okay. I loved my dad. Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
what was
I
that
believe
like?
in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end.
My brother is a total bottom. Just look at him.
That is
Look
fair.
at his frilly cravat.
I don't think I would ever
I
want to
won't
do
deny.
that.
You are?
Shut up, no, not with you, Lang.
We're not talking to you.
Okay.
When the going gets tough, the tough put on brass fucking knuckles. Someone's got to be there to put the wind back in your sails.
After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. Can you stand this? I refuse to lose this too.
Didn't we have this conversation like 10 minutes ago?
I know, this is awful. Ambassador Alba, you will be returning home until you give us further testimony.
How bad you're barring a person like me. Ambassador Albert, shut up, you
We've
stupid
all been
bitch.
bad.
Shut up and give me the information. Ah,
We all
Alright.
want to go home.
but this is the absolute last. Fucking...
Oh my god.
I don't believe
Is
that
this
for
a
a second.
joke?
And even if you use all, this isn't the last, I don't believe it. I can't, I bet there's a whole other section.
This is ridiculous.
I can't let this
Emphasis on
opportunity
dick.
Kay has created for me go to waste. Yep, there we are.
No.
The last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here at Theatre New Chalice. After that, I was in Alabaston the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin after that. So you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed, wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to ask me a question.
What an arrogant old fuck!
Yes, but no matter, we can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though. You've reached... Shut up!
You've totally reached the end of my patience.
Waste
this
my time with any inane questions and you will be punished. With what?
Joke's on you. I like that.
So any needless pressing or presenting will cost more to the case.
Oh my god, I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
In that case, the only thing you can do is present the correct evidence. Understood?
I know how Ace Attorney works. I know Mr. Cochin was
I
killed
love
before you
Francesca.
turned to Valor. She's the best.
She's the best.
In which case, there is only one statement to which I need to present evidence to. But what evidence are we presenting? So he's like,
Uh-oh.
last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here in Theatre New Chalice.
That's it?
It might
There's
be.
no other text things
I'm-
to go through?
I'm just looking through them. That's more the idea. What we have and what could be relevant to this statement.
Knockout.
I bet it's some of the last ones.
Ooh, hot dog would be really yummy right now. Put on some Dijon mustard, a little Tapatio. Ooh, diced up white onions.
I don't actually
Maybe
like
a little
hot dogs
bacon
that
crumble.
much. The murder weapon can be found in the bouquet.
What don't you like?
Hot dogs, not very much.
Oh my god, hot dogs are
Here,
so good
Mr.
though.
Cochin was here at the Theatre New Chalice.
Oh my
That's
god, I
true.
think my dad's making burgers today!
Ah,
Yeah, he's good at making burgers.
good burgers are great, bad burgers are awful.
That's true.
See, there's no time span in which I could have killed him, but we already know that he, in this
I
photo...
used to be like a strictly hot dog stan, but now
in
I would
this
say
photo,
they're about equal.
is where the knife is. It's in here. So
Oh, I hope we have onions.
we've got fucking tons of room. I think I'm right. You're right over there.
Well, he's appropriately smug.
I'd like you to
Boygas!
take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, don't you think? I look particularly old in it. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. One that captures
Commemorative
the
of the
proof.
time you shit your pants.
Ha ha ha! Damn it! How did he find that out? I need to show that it was you committed murder. There. Come again. This is the knife that
Glad.
killed Mr. Cochin. I see you recognize it, as well you should, for it is you who brought it into the theatre. You hid it among the
Oh.
flowers you were to give to the Steel Samurai. Meaning that you killed Miss Manny Cochin at the theatre.
Villainous breakdown moment.
It's time for me to catch my flight. You can't just ignore what we
I'm
said.
just going to leave.
That's my way out of this. We're not through yet. Objection.
Objection. I'll...
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again.
You could passionately orate me.
That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterrestrial rights. No matter how hard we chase
We
after
can't
him,
arrest him in space.
we won't be able to have him tried in space court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. Pew! Just beams up. The face of a worthless cur. Fuck
Wow.
you. You want
He
to go?
called me a cur! Oh my god, he called you a cur.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. Okay, when's the objection coming?
God, they're all fucking pissed.
Yeah. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end? Here he comes. I was like, yeah.
Yes!
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Look at him! What a fucking Chad! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to mute my mic! I am fucking nutting! Look at him! What a bunch of BD motherfucking E! Oh my god. Fucking go on. I love him.
Agent Lang.
Holy shit.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor.
What a babe!
Get out of my way, my plane is scheduled soon.
Move for no one.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr.
Oh my
Alva.
god, he's so hot right now.
I'm through playing games with people like you. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang.
Ooh, this gay tension.
Sorry, but no, it wouldn't.
Uno reverse card.
What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back. So, Mr. Alba,
God.
your diplomatic
Thanks for doing all the
immunity
fucking work.
has
And I'll
just been
steal the
revoked.
glory.
To be fair, he did get his diplomatic immunity revoked.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What do you mean revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through.
Oh my god.
Lang Z says.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man.
Before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't feel like that was translated correctly.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what a
It
neck
doesn't
shield is.
matter. Oh my god.
Interpol headquarters and the imperial household of the Kingdom of
Perfect
Alabas
man.
took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The imperial household? What have you done?
Lang can handcuff me anytime.
You have been
This is
relieved
my
of your
prostate
duties
toucher.
as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? What? Gah! He is the most.
He just turns to
ridiculous.
dust.
Yeah, he's Voldemort. Effective today, effective right now, effective when I suck Edgeworth's dick. That's when it becomes legal. Okay,
Oh
let's
my God,
go.
what a fucking hunk.
Edgeworth, you have to let me suck your dick.
You
It's
just
the
have
only
to.
way.
It's the only way. No, it's not. It is. Why don't you believe?
Edmund, take Ben for the fucking team.
No,
How
I
bad can it
refuse.
be?
He will stay out of prison.
He's not the best looking. Like, I assume a gay man would find that tolerable.
Everyone finds me attractive.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
That's ridiculous. And you have Mr. Prosecutor videos taped to thank for this. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title.
Like I'm gonna strip Miles of his pen.
Yeah. This is an unsafe workplace.
I feel harassed.
Do we have a HR?
God, I've got such a boner for Lang.
Oh my god. You underestimated me.
Boa.
A descendant of the founder of detainment philosophy, Lang Z.
How
For
tall do you
thousands
think
of
he is?
years
Do you
of
think he's
deeply
tall?
entrenched connections and networks around the world. He's definitely tall. Have really
is
paid
he
off.
tanning me? No, that's silly.
No, nothing could
I
turn him.
hate testosterone.
Wait, is he gone back to young? Has he gone back to old man? It can't be. I don't believe
I'm a
this.
frail old man. He's Weinsteining them. What a chode.
My ambassadorship has been revoked.
Oh,
claim dementia.
Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing.
Woohoo! Looks like he's turned docile again.
He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. They're all just like dunking on him.
What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him.
Why is this happening to me? I'm just a
I did
hard-working,
everything right.
honest ambassador. What a chode.
Oh my god.
Do you really think you can still pull that on us
My
now?
little granddaughter won't know what to do without a grandpa.
We've already ripped away the mask and
Ever since
seen
the
you for
parents
who you really
died.
are, Mr. Alba. I'd love to rip away your mask, Edgeworth.
No, no, not in politics.
Ah!
Oh my god! He's got 5 health bars!
No, I won't be stopped now.
I'll
still
kill you
intends
all
to
with my
fight us?
bare hands.
That's right. I'm gonna drag this out even further. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. I expected no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. See ya.
I gotta
Wait,
get
what?
here.
You say that I killed Mr. Coachman in the theater? But even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left that bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, that claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Baval? Are you claiming that I carried the body? Yes, in the cart.
How many times can you restate the same damn thing?
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alpha, are you ready? What fucking... Because this is no game, this is war. You get really close
Oh
in
my
this
god.
gay energy.
3rd time's a charm!
Yeah, I think there's probably like 3 more testimonies and another section to this.
Oh my god.
I killed
gee.
Mr. Koshin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. A confession. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Kochin's body was discovered in Babel. There is no way for me to have transported the body
Yep,
from
it's
the
the
theater to Babel.
box!
Yeah, it's the box. We knew from the moment that this case started that the box was going to come into it. Look,
Yeah.
don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender to? More voices. from me.
Oh my god, he's so sexy!
You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Yes. Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, boot this guy out of the embassy. We can finally end everything.
Hey there, prosecutor!
I know, and I will give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness.
Yes, just another witness. I had the same idea too.
Oh, punch his lights out! Alright, what are we waiting for? Okay.
And get him good! They all just
Oh,
seem
God,
like they're
man.
about to deck him.
Then can get me good.
He really can. I've just let you kind of have your moment with her for the past 10
He's
minutes.
so fucking hot!
I agree, it does. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. Here we go, here we go. What was he saying? Where's the bit about there's no way? Pushcart, right?
Huh?
Even Wolfie believes that Lang is hot and Wolfie's asexual.
Yeah, Chub, I'm no help. I was thinking about Lang.
No, I know.
neck.
There is no way to have transported
His
the body.
halfway unbuttoned shirt.
You technically were help. I already knew it was the Pushcart, so.
Hey, bitch!
Hey, bitch. I think I might have an ulcer.
I think I just orgasmed for the first time. Ah!
Actually,
Yuck.
I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theatre. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration
I
area.
forgot about security cameras.
Those never turn off in Ace Attorney.
What year is it?
Should I congratulate you on getting your
Yesterday,
hands
the
on it?
typewriter.
Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement.
Thank you for the warning.
You're welcome.
I am welcome. Please arrest
Good.
Marius Gilbert.
I'm glad.
I'm glad too. Now, if you could take
Fine.
a good look at the section here.
Oh, I'm glad you're glad.
This lump here inside the card.
Do you think it looks cancerous?
Yeah.
Should I see someone?
Should I see someone about this? Yes,
Hi.
definitely.
When you get to be my age, boy, you tend
Because
to
I
learn
don't.
that your health.
In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the clothes.
Cigarettes!
In the pushcart.
Not even once.
I'm sure it's Cogent's body, right?
Sure.
It is! What is the meaning of showing me that?
I'm very squeamish.
It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Cogent's body. It never stops being funny. You had the steel samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess! But I wonder if you have any evidence that I just presented it to you. I admit that for
Oh
now,
my God.
it is but a hypothesis. Ha 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 ha! If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people.
Silly.
Oh my god. This is just like everyone just coming in like, I got something, you guys. Sorry I took so long, Mr. Edgeworths.
Fucking coming back.
Yeah, I know, right?
Tommy?
Yeah, that's right. I'm having a moment. Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yeah, sure. I found it in an open age stage area.
Secondary, babe. Wolfie. That's okay, Wolfie. It's mine.
Gumshoe will forgive. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left me with.
Oh my
I
God.
thought I'd follow my gut, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, is it worth anything to the case? Yes, it is, actually. I'm surprised. It just might play a major role in solving this case. That you did something useful. What the hell is going on?
I know.
But something isn't right. I thought that the entire Steel
I would
Samurai
shag the shit out of Lang Wolfie.
was in
Rest assured.
Alabasta. Where
Miles
exactly?
is married.
Where exactly? in the-
Miles is rich and he's gay, so all he'd have to do is hand me a platinum card and be like, I don't speak to you, you don't speak to me, and my life would be incredible. This is also why I would never mind, different character. But
Where exactly in the open air stage area did you find this pushcart? I found it lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh, well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Yeah, sure. Have you looked at these lumps? Could you look at the inside?
Oh, sure, my dad had that.
Blood stain. Hmm? It's blood! How did you not notice this on the way over?
it's ketchup.
This must be Mr. Cochin's blood. Which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by the pushcart.
He has bright red seal blood.
God damn it, how am I
Strange.
supposed to do another? This is the final question. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theatre and placed his body in the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. Objection! I forced him to move the body into Alabasta. That's ridiculous. What nonsense. Why would I bother to do such a thing? You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabasta, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babel. However, what if you moved the body to Alabasta? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. I don't know what's happening anymore. And then you smuggled it out
I don't
of
either. I'm
Alabasta.
thinking about Lang's boobies.
No! His boobies! If I can show how you moved the body from Alabasta to Babel, then I win. But you can't! Then we finish the game!
Then
The
I'm taking my toys and going home.
The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the one to judge whether I can
It's
prove.
not the only thing.
I'll be the one to judge if something is tight. I have experience.
No, he fucking. Ha ha ha!
Shut up, Francisca. I'm being cool. And so I asked you to provide us with
Fool
testimony
me.
regarding your movements after your return to Alabast.
Miles Edgeworths.
That is my name.
Have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved?
To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time.
Oh my god, you always do this!
However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means...
There's no questions that can't be answered,
Oh,
right?
is this one of the ones where I have to press all of them?
Oh my god.
The primitive statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air, so why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? It was in the cart! Which means that there is some flaw in, somewhere in the exploit. There. Wasn't it the Iron Sun or whatever?
I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask.
After I returned to Alabast, I had my picture taken with a steel samurai shaking hands. Then, just as I was
And then
about
he
to
signed it.
start my speech, the Yadagrasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. That is an extremely short statement. Is that all? Sure.
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Damask II. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office.
Ah, those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things. Why is that so slow? The rest is fine.
Because your
Okay.
game is getting fucked up.
No, it's not the game. It's going at full speed. I do so
know.
hate to waste time. Yes,
What?
I do so hate to waste time. You've wasted it 6 hours of our time. You. It's not every life precious. No.
That's why
Do you really
I
want
killed
me to answer
man.
that?
Oh,
Ah, shit. People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society.
What point is this game making?
I don't know. The embassies are bad. Smuggling's
This is
bad.
goofy. This is goofy AF.
It is. Then you'd better try hard because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction.
He's really full of shit, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah. How can he be so confident at a time like
Thank
this?
you, Lang.
You're welcome. I'm glad I'm here helping.
Sure
Come,
you
don't be shy.
are.
Go. I stopped him from leaving. I did a good job. Miles still doesn't love me. I'm just gonna press every statement.
Join the fucking club. Hey!
So why was it only with Steel Samurai I thought the Pink Princess was also around? Pink Princess
I
was
don't know
suffering
who
from
that
a
is, you
bad
fucking
hip at the
weeb.
time, and the doctors recommended that she
Oh, I
best...
thought that set up that trip. Wow, so you do have a soft side after all.
The pain of a bad hip. Suppose none of you can really understand how it feels.
Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh?
But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over like an asshole? That wasn't part of the statement. He did need to keep up that act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems.
You
Oh.
brought them up.
I know the feeling, dude.
Oh, I want a milkshake.
I do too. For about 15 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing the speech. Alright. The Yadagarasu was just a trick that you had to set up. Ha ha ha. A most amusing joke. And how do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain in detail for you.
Oh, he's so smug.
Of course, you gotta explain it in 100 words when one would do.
I know. Holy shit, Edgeworth.
You arranged the spotlighters in the rose garden. Yeah, we know this. I remember doing it with Francisca like
He's the best
3
prosecutor
months.
ever.
3 months ago.
Oh, that's a little much, don't you think?
The audience would see the Yadagarasu's shadow. Oh, that is an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. You. What is it going to take for you to fess up to anything? Even they know how ridiculous this is. Very well then, let's move on to a different question. After Yadagarasu appeared, what was the state of the rose garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. And then, once everyone was inside and well... Yeah. I'm going to press this as well before we present any evidence. I've still got no idea.
While you're doing stuff.
Alright. I am the only one talking. And what happened after you returned to your office?
I'm almost done.
I don't want to keep on repeating this, however. Upon my return,
will.
I had that stroke of bad luck with the mouse. I can actually go to the loo when you do that, because...
And then I had a stroke.
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either.
Yep, sure.
But his name was the Mask II.
Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Prima statue that we was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. I remember that image of him being bludgeoned to death from earlier. Sorry, got
Hi,
distracted.
Dad!
I guess my dad's leaving and he's yelling at me.
Miss Von Karma is really letting her whip fly now.
Eek! I think the scary part is her silence while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. Who else would be that? Not me. But physical attacks
Yeah,
are
what would be the
meaningless. Only
case,
evidence will
Ernie?
suffice. Good. Oh, I think I did actually have to press everything.
My testicle just ruptured.
The tumor. I can't find a single flaw in his
What I meant.
argument. At this
I guess
rate,
it was a testicular tumor.
I won't be able to prove that he is actually guilty of anything. Are we finished here?
I have to go stir on the Fantastic Floor.
Miles Edgeworths, can you not come up with how the body was moved to Bubble?
Sure.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Even I know what's going to happen and I hate it. Even after proving so much, is he going to get away with it?
Is Larry going to save
I
the
think
fucking
so.
motherfucking... No!
I think so.
Oh no!
He's relevant right now.
He's so gonna...
Is this the end?
No. No. It appears that we made it just in time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No! It would be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle.
Evil magistrate, it is time for you to pay.
This is really silly.
Yeah.
This is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's the Steel Samurai!
If it wasn't Larry, I would love it.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I know,
Larry
right?
another.
No, you are mistaken, for I am Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Tokyo, and this is Pink Princess Mommy.
Hello!
I don't
Edgeworths!
No!
The two people that I wanted to see the least. Edgeworth gets it.
Oh my God! Right?
Larry, what are you two doing here?
We just got married. Way to show your gratitude, Edgy. We just wanted to help. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with the single.
Go away!
Leave.
Okay, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He just straight up told them to go away.
The only way this could get worse if Lotta Hart showed up.
She is here at the embassy.
Oh no!
How could you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? I love how he's just like, go away though. All three of us
No.
came to lend a hand, and this is how you treat us.
Well, isn't this grand? It's your girlfriend. And I see they managed to find the iron
You
infant.
know that would never happen. Does that really matter right now?
Is it just me, or is the iron infant completely soaked?
Sorry, I had a bit of
Not
a...
with water.
Oh,
What is
no.
this?
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I found him in Bubble, but he was in the middle of the pool.
Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said.
Old Bag's my mommy?
Not that far back. Something about the finding the iron infant in Babao. And he found it in the pool. I don't recall there being one in Babao.
Oh, that.
Well,
Well, I was just in Alabasta the whole time.
Can you hear my dogs going off?
No.
Good.
So I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babal. I thought I had lost him in the Rose Garden, but I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh?
Talking like that doesn't make you more like the Steel Samurai, Larry.
Yes, it does. Desu.
Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron
arigato,
Infant in the Rose.
Mr.
Stop.
Roboto.
Stop.
I think my dogs can hear me upstairs and it's freaking them out.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, no, let's.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I found him in.
That's enough, Larry. I kind of love how
Talking.
short-tempered he was with him.
I
The Iron
know.
Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries.
Jesus
Furthermore,
Christ, my
the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another
Ooh,
smuggling
no,
route
standing
between
up
the two
assures
countries.
me that I am plenty buzzed. Hey,
Ah, I see.
puppies!
It's from one side of the
What
lake
is
to
your
the other.
problem? Oh,
Oh,
you tripped going up the stairs.
cute. The aggressive kind of thing. Well,
Hi,
it's,
baby.
it's neither of these ones, so it's this one. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm just gonna
Picky
pretend
noodle.
like Gemby hasn't got distracted.
A woo woo woo.
Ah, that's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind.
Come on. Can you
Detective Gumshoe.
speak? Speak. Speak.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good
There
enough.
is a location I wish for you to examine
I-
process. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Cochin lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? Is it that fucking pool? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine. There, right? Oh, shit. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like to examine this location. You got it, sir? I think I got it wrong.
I'm back.
Oh, I was on the wrong side. Good no, yeah, I got it wrong. All you missed was me doing all the exposition.
Miles
we-
just gets a
We
punch.
could hear you that whole
Kidding.
time, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Just excited to see my dog.
It's
I
alright.
thought she was gonna like do something, but she doesn't fucking. She won't woodle unless I'm actively bribing her.
Yeah, that's how dogs work. Yeah, I know. I got it wrong. I went on the wrong side. I should have gone where the pool should have been, not where it was. You missed that there's another route, and it's through the pool. To
My
smuggle.
dog tripped coming up the stairs. It was
There we
super
are.
embarrassing.
Yes, sure. I'll be back before you know it. Okay, I got it right that time. Up he goes. It's too late. It doesn't matter what you do now. It's all been a waste of time. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
You will
hell
stay
yeah, Lex.
here with us and await.
Oh my god. He's so alpha.
Yes, hello, Phoenix. I'll be home soon.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I know, it's been a long day. This is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth,
Ooh, really?
it's here, sir.
What else would you do to me later?
There is a reservoir
Oh, other
here,
people are
just like
listening.
in the Rose Garden. Just as suspected. What? Oh, let's
What
see.
is it? Said Kay.
The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of the other, which means that there is also a pool at the corresponding location on the Babalese side. Yeah, I got this. Mr. Cochin's body was moved into Babal through the pool in Alabast.
Gross.
Yeah, that is gross. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see physical proof if you have any. The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of the pool, and not just any pool, it was the Babalese one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. Yeah. The water reservoirs in the two courtyards are connected.
Really?
And where is your proof that the two sides are connected? How is Cochin's
Oh,
body
he's so
not
smug.
soaked? The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. What? That's not proof. Show me real proof. This blasted doll! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back. Hey. Don't tell me you guys figured everything out without me. Yes, pretty much. Thanks to this hero of Justice's son. Even if he's just a doll, he managed to help foil the villain. Can you stop being such a nerd for a second, Mr. Prosecutor?
It makes it a little bit less hot.
It's kind of unlikely that the body just happened to have passed through. Wow. This guy's a doll, and he's so small, so I can believe he made it, but... he has a point.
Two of them in his hair.
Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh my god, I'm tired from all the yelling.
I know. Are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from Agent Lang!
It has to be a gag.
What? You helping Mr. Albert? No.
He's not. He's realized a flaw in my argument and he's helping me move my logic along. Oh.
What a simp.
In which case, should I return the favor and find an answer? Yes, obviously.
And another thing, what is the deal with airplane food?
Oh, God. Mr. Cochin's body was found in his office in Babao. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open-air stage?
Tisk, tisk,
Mr. Albert had an accomplice in Babao, remember? We just cried.
I know.
You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office. Objection! Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the... Yes, definitely, she would do that.
He's right. Her circuitry was watertight. Miss Tina would drown if she did that.
It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe.
Without electrocuting everybody around her.
And that would have been bad. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end,
Much like me.
it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man. See ya. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body.
Fucking
What?
water gonna run in.
No. Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. Yeah. What was happening-
Estrogen-filled, repulsive.
What was happening in the embassy around the time Mrs. Sheena was in Babao?
If only there were a way to get rid of the water in the pool.
The drain.
Isn't it
Guys,
like... Wasn't there a
They
fire?
must have drains.
Wasn't there fire?
Yeah.
Get rid of the water? Aha! That's it, because they needed it for the sprinklers. Because Larry was talking about how it could change its elevation. Someone was talking about that when we were in the thing. Now I believe it's time we really are done. Ha ha! Shut up. Unfortunately for you, it's far from over. If I hear that one more time, I'm going to scream.
Holy shit, this is ridiculous.
You are the most persistent man. Are you saying that you've thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me? The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water there at the time? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to move to the fire, right? That's tonight's events.
Oh, probably. Oh, fucking no.
It doesn't mean too much if we lose it. Oh, no, I'm right. Tonight the Yadagarasu set fire to a variety of the locations. In order to put out the fires, much of the reservoir's water was used.
To the pool.
Of course, next to the building. When the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse. So what? The water level went down? The reservoirs were connected? Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Oh, but I can. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. Yeah, this was all to smuggle. No, it was to kill people.
Seriously.
It started as to smuggle some money, yes. We both know what kind of situation we're in now. I do kind of like the idea that both people were killed because these evil guys were just eviling up the place. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment, a moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game.
Final boss, if you will.
Yes. In the Steel Samurai video game that came out in 1992.
Oh my God, Miles,
haven't lost
nobody
yet.
cares.
I found the route you used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route. I know that. Ha 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 ha. I should have figured that you wouldn't notice. Hey, Mr. Alba, how deep are the pools anyway? I'll have you know that these pools are extremely deep. They're fucking deep, man.
Pools.
Oh my
Everyone
God,
says they're
so
the deepest
deep.
pools.
And that there are no ladders or footholds on the walls either. It would be difficult for to hold the body and climb up out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the wall, there are no need for such things. Is it like they put it in the water, it goes down, and it's moved?
Yeah, and then when it goes up, it kind of goes across on its own.
Yeah. What do you mean? If one were to use a sense something, they would go up and down at will, the water level. Oh, it looks like you got an answer ready. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Miss Shinar and the body were able to rise to the ground level. If there's a way to control it, this would be so much more interesting if they'd done these villains the other way around.
I was thinking that
Could
earlier.
The way the body was moved.
Oops.
This was used so that... Yeah, okay, cool. What do we have?
Oh my God, I would cut a bitch for some brownies.
It's got to be this,
I got
right?
a sweet tooth.
I was
right
like,
now.
what's a fountain? And I was like, this. It's like, yep.
Dude, that thing looks exactly like a pussy.
Yep. It auto refills the water when the water level is too low. There's the hole.
It
and there's
totally
the rest
does.
Of it. Yeah. Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts in a manner of speaking. He used the fountain spouts? Would you
Wolfie,
use
it
my
was
fountain
totally
spout?
pussy-shaped.
Would you use my fountain spout?
No.
No. The water level in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
I just
Oh,
put my
yeah.
best friend in jail. I need someone.
We'll find someone else. Miss Shinar and the body were lifted upward by their buoyancy in the water. This is so stupid. The fire on the police
This is just
side.
so unnecessary.
and
I don't
the
know why they didn't
firefighting
just end the
effort.
game. Like,
I know, right? These were, I'm pretty sure there's another section, were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling. It might be the epilogue, though. Ugh.
bullshit.
Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? Yes, we know. First, Mr. Alba closed it. It went in like so. Then he took the push cart. I know it's in. It goes down and then it goes back up.
Cute pictures at the end where everyone's like hugging each other and shit.
And then they're in. There's Shinar. There's the thing. They go down. We understand. You don't need to show us this.
Really dumb.
By the time the file's
Blah
put
blah
out,
blah blah blah.
Shinar goes over here, picks it up, moves it across. There's when she puts the push cart down. I just,
Goofy AF.
yeah. They just don't need to show us a diagram, like it completely made sense when explained. And the water level rose up to its original level with Miss Shinar along with the body. Okay, cool. After that, Miss Shinar used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There is an elevator in the embassy after all, you see. Even with her small frame, she could easily have transported Mr. Coach's body. And that about wraps up my explanation of how the body was moved. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable with your precious extraterrestrial rights to protect you, are you now?
I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth! Way to fight back!
I'm still not done. You accuse me of moving the body across country lines, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me.
It's pronounced indict, the nitty-gritty. What does the old man want now?
Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any
What does
who
proof
is
have to do
say
with verdicts?
whether or not any of what you say really happened.
He wants proof. What are we going to do, Mr. Edgeworths?
Good question. There is no need to worry. I have all the proof we need all along.
all night long.
The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pools. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open stage area.
Little logs in the pool.
So too did I find one other item there. Is this the pick? And that piece of evidence.
Hold on.
Let me look at it. This is
Fucking dogs.
pick. Discovered at the open air stage area. Yeah. It's wet. I know Dempy's dealing with her dogs, but I'm fucking proud of myself. Present. And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you?
I missed anything.
Yeah, the pick was relevant.
Okay.
It was the pick. I was right. So long ago.
Cool, do you want a medal?
Yes. I want a
Bitch ass.
Babalese medal.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
It's fine.
I want a gin and squirt.
This little piece that I found on the Babalese side
my
will
toes
be
are so
yours
cold.
undoing.
Dude, I'm
A
sleepy.
guitar pick. Would you care to explain how this is going to do me in? Much to your chagrin, perhaps, but this is not a guitar pick. What?
This is the word chagrin in
I
conversation.
do! This is something I found at the open air stage, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took the photo after all, but since you don't allow me, it's a knife. Hold on. It could be the knife.
Oh my fucking god.
It's the knife. Let us take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Mandy Cochin.
Wolfie, you and Miles are the same kind of nerd.
On the handle of this knife, there is a beautiful flower blooming. However, it would appear that there is one petal missing. Now let's see if this fits. Oh, it does.
Perfect fit!
I assume that the petal must have fallen off the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder, and then it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Cochin's body. That sounds ridiculous. That's an interesting story, nothing more. Oh, I assure you, it's more than just a story, because for some odd reason the flower petal was wet when I found it. You know what else was wet when you found it? It was what you say.
Lang!
Look, I'm
Gross.
sorry, I just need it.
I have needs!
Yes, and the only place it could have gotten wet is from the open air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did departments wind up in the open air stage area?
I'll just ignore that.
I don't think I need to waste any words explaining, as this petal explains for me. It proves you I don't think I'll say anything more. You will. It proves that someone went from the Rose Gardens pool on through to Babel. Impossible!
Oh, your skin holes are creeping me
The
out.
people of Thing Far have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home will be there soon. You should be happy.
15 citizens.
This is why. Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning. When you took your first life. No matter how you may plot, or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from Miles Edgeworth, best prosecutor! I mean the law! Because we're here to see
You never can hide
justice.
what you've done from the very eyes of Notre Dame!
You can't call what you've given a perfect argument. Oh, fucking shut up.
I think I can. You know, this would have gone a lot faster if we just shot him. I don't think this guy is ever going to
Starting
admit
to
to his
agree with
wrongdoing,
you.
Mr. Edgeworth. Bring him to the chair because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with are people who refuse to admit when they've lost. I don't believe those kids really exist because everything breaks eventually.
You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all the evidence I have. I'll use it until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Albert, I request that you testify once more.
Oh,
This really will be the end of the line.
It has to be a joke. To be continued.
Ugh, one more section.
Oh.
Save.
I want to see the credits.
Oh my god.
You know what? Okay, I have to pee and I have to get a second drink.
I have to pee too, actually.
Third drink. Okay, I'll be right back. Are you pausing it?
Yeah, we will try our best to get through the last section. This has to be
We're gonna
last one.
take a little pit stop.
There's
A wee
6.
tinky winky.
Yeah,
A wee refuel. And then we
I can't believe
continue.
this is still going.
Holy fucking shit.
He has said this is the end of the line at least 5 times.
80 billion trillion times.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a wee. I've been
We're out
busting.
of ideas.
Yeah, pretty
Alright,
much.
fuck, me too. Should
Pee
probably
break,
mute
everyone.
my mic.
Yeah, I won't need
Pee
to.
break, pee break, pee break. Oh, here are all my microphone settings. Oh, interesting. I don't understand why I should pick default versus not default. Voice settings. Okay, well, clicking on that did nothing. So now I'm gonna mute my mic.
I'm back, everyone. Oh wait, I haven't closed my door. I got myself a donut because I was just dying. Apparently, this is. I just checked the walkthrough to see if this is a long section. It's not. It's short apparently. So that's at least something. I'm gonna eat a donut. So I'm muting my mic so it doesn't make sound. Don't worry. I could probably cut out this bit in the VOD. I just had a donut, so yeah. Don't worry, Wolfie. Not the only one. I'll probably just end up keeping in me eating a donut. I did at least mute my mic so no one can hear me chewing. I'm going to get some water as well, actually, because of those voices on my throat. 10 p.m. sugary treats are the best sugary treats, and to be fair, I probably won't be going to bed after this. Probably take me a little while. Oh. I just badmouth Dempy while she's not here, but I wouldn't because I'm a nice person. Oh yeah, I really am enjoying Korra, but they put more blood bending in it, which made me made me not be able to deal with it very well. because every time bloodbending is on screen, it makes me viscerally uncomfortable. Like, you mentioned how when I was we were in D&D, and Munch mentioned some stuff that was like bloodbending, like controlling it, and you notice how I was like, oh my god, that sounds gross. It's because I genuinely find it so uncomfortable, and like there's a load of it, and it's like, yeah, it's so cool, but it makes me so like viscerally uncomfortable in a way that is just like, I can't deal with it. It's so like ugh, for me seeing people, and Cora only fucking broadens the horizons with that, making me like, oh no, stop. So yeah. Oh. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, that's fair. Oh, well, that's the most important thing, isn't it? I'll probably cut this bit out of the VOD. Um, Dempy's probably gotten distracted, knowing her. Oh, I see. Hopefully it won't be that long. You'd hope so anyway. But you never know. She's a little toasted, so could happen, could happen. Yeah, I'll probably cut this out because I don't want to the VOD just having 10 minutes of me talking. I've already cut out a bunch of stuff from it that was I'm doing fine, yeah. Yeah, that was a little odd, but I'm sure it's just a coincidence. She said she was getting another drink as well, so there's that. She may get cornered by family as well, so there's that. 10 people wanted Ruse references. Oh my god. That's cool. Uh... No, no, no. That would be a good way to get her attention. She's gotten distracted. I don't have anything interesting to add, I'm afraid. I'm just like waiting around. This is frustrating, isn't it? It just keeps going. We're at the last one, though. I've checked, and we're at the last one. Finally arrived at the final last one, the last one, the final last one. Ugh. Stump cake. Oh god, that's a big one. Yes, the reckoning of the final ending, part 17. It's that sort of thing, though, isn't it? Like, for reals.
Guten Tag.
Hey, welcome back. I just farted.
I have two little adorable visitors with me right now.
Oh, those doggos.
Yes.
So I checked the walkthrough, and this section's apparently
so
short.
Cute.
So
Good.
at least
Holy
it's.
fuck. I wasn't talking to you. You're actually good.
Let's get on with
I
it.
love you.
Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there is anything else for me to testify about.
Oh, I love you, babies.
I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Cochin.
So good.
Of course, yes. Well,
Stupid.
I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I think she's just laughing at you.
I love my doggies.
I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that.
The year was 1904.
I was going to make a flashback, a war flashbacks joke, but I couldn't think of one fast enough.
I love doggies.
Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place. For that is the key to the investigation.
Okay, we're doing this like several times in a row, I guess.
Yep, pretty much. Dun dun dun. Steel Samurai show.
So good.
I watched from the last row of the stage. Was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. What a weird sentence. I swear I was in the audience, but it's hard to prove that I was, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? We gotta press that.
Oh, there we go.
We gotta press that. Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. Don't try to suck up to him with
You're so good.
that stuff.
You're so good.
So, you were in the theatre watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. I'll stop trying to suck up to him.
I bet he's a fake fan. Ugh.
Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I?
You're not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who was cool.
I love Miles.
I know, right? He's adorable.
Yeah, and the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh?
Hey, Edgy! I'm more of me being a kind of pedophile.
Oh God, she is 19, but that doesn't, you know. Oh, she's 17. Still, it doesn't.
Hello, Star Element. Sorry you have to come in on Larry being a motherfucking creep.
Yeah, what a fuck nut.
Who is this clearly a minor?
She's been standing here this whole time, and only now does he notice her.
Her name is Kay Faraday,
and she's my daughter! How dare
Stay
you!
away from my little girl!
You fuck!
I'm not yelling at you. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm Larry Butts!
Immediate.
Stay away from the children. Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this.
Mr. Prosecutor,
not in
this is
trouble.
the final battle. You got it? I don't believe you for a second. This is the end for that man there.
I
Ha
fucking hate
Now that's the
Larry.
kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. Does that
You may
work?
call me Mr.
You
Prosecutor.
must call me Mr. Prosecutor. Nothing else.
Are you keeping watch? He's so strong.
I'll leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear. I will finish the job.
Hello, Playmaker 102. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that does not make
Larry's
it better.
gross. And
Yeah,
the
Larry's
story.
gross. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, still underage. This really is the end game. The time has come to expose every last one of it. I don't believe him.
Women see through my bullshit, so I prefer high schoolers, right, Miles?
Get out of my sight.
I'm sending you to jail. There's a third one that I said we needed to press because it's the show contents.
Ugh, Wolfie. I think in the game that Pearl shows up in, she's on the phone,
Yeah.
and as a gag, Larry's like,
Who's that girl? She sounds cute.
and I
Yeah.
don't think it was supposed to be he's hitting on the 8-year-old, but it's still
No.
really gross.
It's supposed to be haha,
I
he
think it's a very
misunderstood.
bad joke,
Yeah.
and it's
Well, I
horrible.
remember the contents of the show as well myself. Of course you do.
I watch it every hour
That's
of every
nice.
minute.
That's nice. It's art.
Miles Edgeworths, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture.
But he doesn't like the
You
Steel
are the
Samurai.
I don't care. You know you are the superior fan.
I am.
Am I French?
I'm
I
the
don't know
superior
anymore.
fan. I wasn't planning to
I
let
don't
him.
know anymore. Well, if you ask me, I'm probably
He
a
just fucking punches him.
danger to society.
Don't you fucking
one
dare
asked you.
say that.
And didn't you think this climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome?
Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move, the way you delivered the
Got
final
it
blow.
right
Mr.
onto your own
Saturday.
face.
Early summer ranger.
Your aim was impeccable.
Oh, that scene will live on forever in my heart. What is happening? Why is this relevant?
Is that how it went? I totally forgot about
How did you
that.
forget your own special moves? That's the special attack the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear. He's just like so upset. Yes,
He
and
beat
today
Smudge
was
is
the
the name.
first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, Then how could I have answered you with the name of the move? I suppose you are correct, but if you could please elaborate on the point for me. No, one of the scenes we've ever seen for early summer rain chap. Oh, that's not very helpful, is it? But it's definitely what we need to go for. What's relevant to the Steel Samurai?
I don't know. His fucking limp Viagra-needing spear.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Couldn't do...
Oh, because he jabbed it.
He couldn't do it. It says it right there.
I see the word jab twice.
Yeah. Summer rain
Dude,
jab.
we are... No one can stop this runaway train.
To
We're
be
making
fair,
progress.
that's not the hardest thing to work out.
No, none of these have been.
The special move today was the early summer rain jab. I don't think we got like a single thing wrong, except for like right at the start because it's so obvious. Is that your final answer?
Goofy. Yeah. I hate looking at his stupid hand.
You little irrigating gnat. That's right.
You
You
irrigating
irrigating gnat.
My crops are still watered.
How could you do this? Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over?
Is he doing like a police interrogation technique?
I've got no
This is
idea.
messed up.
That was not my intention. Your testimony was more than sufficient.
Oh, smug. God, it's good being my...
However, I
He takes a
believe
sip
it
of his
would
tea
be
light.
wise for you to take a look at this. A samurai spear? What about it? This spear actually never made it onto the stage today. Excuse me? Don't be a
Wolfie, I have
stupid
not
bit.
been observing. I'm a little lost. Chubb's doing all the work. I'm just here to
Pretty much, yeah.
interfere.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness.
I'm not you. God.
Having said
Oh,
that,
same.
said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal scene.
Said useless man. Brutal.
Kay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight?
Hell yeah, baby! It was the
I assume you said it and it cut out. Ah! Correct, because he couldn't use the spear last
Fuck you, 2020.
change
I can't
was
hear you
made.
at all, Chubb. There we go.
Huh?
I couldn't hear you, and then you clipped back in.
Yeah, you cut out for me too. I assumed you
The
just...
fuck?
Yeah.
Well, what if it was on your end? Don't blame my Wi-Fi.
Could be.
It's probably my Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known what move was used. God damn it! Circus Alba.
Quirkus Alba!
Circus
Your
Calva.
name is Goofy AF!
Querpus Balba. You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel
Querpus
Samurai stage show
Blapper.
tonight, did you?
You're a fake fan.
Fake fan. Aha, so he wasn't watching the show
Let me
tonight.
know if I'm back.
You are.
That it opens up the possibilities that he was busy killing Mr. Coach instead.
So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now.
I bet he was fucking the Jammin' Ninja.
Just what is so
Ace Attorney
funny?
villainous breakdown. I thought of a joke
You're
when I was
so
making myself
sloppy.
a drink. If Wolfie goes to law school, she will also be an Ace Attorney. Haha, go on anyway.
That's terrible.
You're terrible.
I still insist that I watch the show. Well, most of it in any case. What do you mean most of it? Ah, you see, during the show, I left my seat for a spell to the bathroom.
In there, I
assume-
encountered the judge. He said, I've been here for 72 hours.
7 years since the last case. That's the lousiest, lamest excuse I ever heard in my life, pal. Ah, just because he got the name of the move wrong, we can't really use that as proof for the show at all. Ah. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show, honest. As a
This is
Steel
ridiculous.
Samurai fan. For someone
You
who
dare
wasn't
call
even
yourself-
in his seat for the climax of the show. You
I
have
would
no
have
right
shit my
to call
pants.
yourself a Steel Samurai fan. Ever!
Amazing. So good.
I do love that.
Okay, Cricket. What is fucking going on? Who was that just now?
What the fuck? Oh, it's him.
It would be I, young lady.
Larry, stop.
Keep the mask on.
Edgy! Just hold for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel Samurai maniac.
What exactly is a Samaniac, pal?
I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac.
But he pushed the words together. How quaint.
But he was being stupid as usual.
Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one, because I'm the Steel Samurai.
I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai.
Yes! I love this.
The thing I love about Edgeworth interacting with Larry is he just has no patience whatsoever.
He hates the fucker. What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth?
It appears the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan.
It appears we have a weep in our midst.
As well as he should, for I am a fan. I would not miss the entire show. It was the most amazing show filled with the spirit of a young at heart.
This is so stupid. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm sorry. Puppies!
Sarcasm is dripping from his long wooden
Crickets!
nose. Even he... Oh dear. Even he's referring to, even she's referring to his nose as like wooden.
My dogs are fucking babies.
Yeah. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Albert to the mode of Manicochin.
You know what, Gramps? You're really something else.
I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai. What was it for?
Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about.
Wait, it was a secret? Larry, wait, what did you just say?
Huh? Did I say something stupid again?
Every
You
second
say
of every
it was a
day.
secret?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It was more like known by everyone ever. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show.
Right before!
Yeah, right before the start of the show. The stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. It was disgusting. Haha, little bit of a grammar joke. Early summer rain jab. That's kinda how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I'd already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kinda pointless.
All of you Steel Samurai
This whole
actors
thing
are the
is pointless.
same. The director has my complete sympathy.
So basically, because we changed the move, we kinda pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret.
So basically a gag order was issued for publicity's sake.
It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art.
Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move.
Hold those lips of yours still.
What the heck, old man?
I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's still very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time, much of a kid's show.
How dare you!
Mr. Albert, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you.
He's so insulted.
How dare you!
This is the biggest fucking bitch fight in all of Ace Attorney.
Yeah, I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications of that man's testimony is. Ah, so you're trying to bully me now? There are no implications to be read in a behind-the-scenes story about a kid show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this one, Elba. You were the one who said it yourself. The name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But the name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, what are you just driving at? The name of the move you told us was never used in a show or said out loud. Now then, would you care to tell us how you found out that name? Because I can only think of one way that you could have known.
Oh my god, they're like a hot battle couple.
They are.
Love
Quackus
it.
Albert, this is the only way you could have known. You saw it.
You thought it up, right? Oh.
No, because then why would Larry know it? You knew the name
right.
because
I
you
was
saw
thinking
it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. What? The staff members who knew you were keeping a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to the staff member and asked, which means that the only other option is that you saw it on the whiteboard.
So that means Mr. Elbow was in the waiting room at some point, right?
What's the big deal, sir? I don't get what this
It's
means.
hard on my throat.
Yeah, I know, right? That's all the characters I play. There is another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room, so we can't afford to let it slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Cochin's murder. I guess the pushcart.
The push cart's relevant.
The pushcart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. Okay, good start. During the show, the pushcart awaited its turn to be pushed on the stage's dressing room. Good stuff. And it was finally pushed there along with the Stein infant. And then, right after the show ended, it went into Alabast along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage.
So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show.
Precisely.
Oh, but wait! What if, and this is just a what if, what if the murder didn't take place in the dressing room?
What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Anyone going into the private dressing room would stand out like a sore thumb.
But despite that, the killer still managed to move the body with the pushcart.
Correct. And it is because of the setup that the theatre's dressing room, that would be an ideal location for the murder of Manny Cochin. Ah! Circus Albert, during the show, you went down to the
Quirkus
dressing
is a
room,
stupid name.
and I want to know why.
I
Yes.
like to look at naked people without their consent. I'm a predator.
Yes, I was there. I went to the
But
dressing
I'm
room.
not a murderer.
I knew it. I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that? Arrest. No.
Oh my god.
Not so fast. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to
No!
explain what is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went
I
to the
don't think you
bathroom.
understand the
Well, I got
depth of
lost
my
when I did.
witchiness.
I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk! Still trying to get out of this.
Do you really think you can get away at this point?
I don't fucking know.
Mr. Edgeworth! Isn't there anything you can do to stop him? Like,
I don't have enough evidence on
retributional
hand.
murder?
I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room is in question.
No, get it over
It's possible
with.
that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, if Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there, I'm
Quirkus
sure he'll
mean?
find new facts.
Ooh! And if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation!
We don't need to do any of that. Oh, thank God.
What? Wolfie? How could you?
Yeah, Wolfie. How
Could you, Wolfie?
How could you, Wolfie?
It's a type of oak tree. There you go.
Quirkus is?
Yeah. I'm not saying that
And
this is
Elsa
me.
is an actress.
I'm just that. We've already searched there. My men really are something else.
Wolfie, it said Wolfie in the dialogue. And then we were like, it said, how could you do this, Wolfie, or something. Oh, cool. Sorry, Francisca.
Oh, I mean, you're talking about someone else. There's only one
I was
thing I
gonna
can
say her
say
thing.
to Sis, and it's that they found nothing. That's it.
I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us.
They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to be found. I know where his voice has gone.
There was nothing there to be found. If there's no info to be
Don't
found
judge
in the
me.
Little Thief, then I can't help to do much either.
Is this the end? The murder took place in this theatre, which is the Protector,
That was really funny.
and the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the find. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. If there's no other course of action left to us, it would appear that your hand on the
Mutual
cards turned
suicide.
bus. Now, if you'll excuse
I don't
me,
want to please.
Because of you, I missed my flight. Now I must make my
Assholes!
first new one. Who's next?
If it's
It's probably
Lana.
Old Bag, because, you know.
Who is it this time?
Hi, Old Bag.
Oh my god.
How did I dare you with the surfers? Back. First Larry, now you. What is this? Oh, so cow. Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. I mean, it says. You're all even this. Why did you have
Read
to
for her if
speak
you don't want
right
to.
at this? I'm trying to get through it because a lot of what she says isn't relevant.
Cheer up. Because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing.
The most wonderful thing from you.
Zip!
Oh,
It's
God.
so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know. It's pale, soft, and covered in wrinkles. My special present of love to my sweet edgy poo. Are you ready? It's this!
It's
That's right, baby. I know you like sausages.
a box of those samurai dogs, right?
Yes, oh, edgy poo, you could learn to love me. Here, go on and eat one and you'll feel right as rain. I know you like eating phallic beets.
You're under arrest.
This is repulsive.
I hate this.
You two are a cute couple.
Shut up. I don't really feel comfortable with any of what's happening.
What is happening? This is absurd.
Yeah. Are we through here?
Right?
Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy poo, tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you.
Ugh.
I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir.
This
You have
matters as
to
well.
work for it. Dude, that's a full of one day my dream to serve you some of my own homemade food. I mean, it's the desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved never got hungry. That's what I experienced. I'll tell you one thing, though. A long time ago, they used to say, all right, that's it. I give up.
I told
Mr.
you.
Edgeworth, can't you do anything about it?
There is no power on earth that could force that woman into silence.
Maybe bullets, but I'm so sick and tired of it. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. There's a special design on this fan, like the Japanese flag, so I
Curious.
thought it was special.
Don't you mean the American
But when
flag?
I ate one, it tasted like just all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad.
A special box with a Hinara-like flag on it. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandising existing before.
Really sure.
I know, right? However, there is there it is, the red rising sun on this film. Is it possible? Could it be? After show, the samurai dogs were piled up in the dressing room. However, there is no
Oh
such
my
thing as a
God.
rising sun dog.
I don't care.
There is a contradiction to the I know, right? And yet it does. The rays from this rising sun are present.
Oh, throat. Oh, that really hurts.
We've already said this, so you don't have to do
I'm
it.
not reading that.
Alright.
Ew, he's made out of hot dogs? Ew.
I believe you understand what this means.
It's Soylent Green, Wolfie, not solvent.
You killed Mr. Coach in the theatre and then placed his body in the pushcart. Right.
And then you had it made into delicious
You forced the
ballpark
steel samurai
snacks.
to unwittingly move the body for you.
Oh, I want to make soft pretzels. Speaking of ballpark snacks.
No matter
Right.
how fragile or small the connections may
With
be.
nacho cheese, jalapenos.
Ooh.
I've got the munchies for some reason.
What's samurai dogs and the body?
What? I don't know.
Because that's what he's carrying around. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs. Okay. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up in the dressing room floor were most likely taken out the pushcart by the killer. Okay. Rising sun dogs, samurai dogs removed. That which should not exist, this box of samurai dogs with Hinaro on it. If this red rising sun was filled in when the killer was busy with... Is it blood? And it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room.
Ew,
As
that's
long as the red
stupid.
substance turns out to be blood, stupid.
This is
Wendy, oh my-
ridiculous.
this isn't necessary.
Exactly.
I thank you.
The game was really long. Oh my god, I'm coming.
What you have given to me is something truly very special. Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay? Mr. Alba has... No, I just did the wrong voice there. As I suspected, you killed Mr. Cochin in the dressing room. Shut up! How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself?
Now I'm
How did
misarranging
you
for
figure it
my
out?
second flight.
It was a meaningless. The only way I can incorporate with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every single piece of evidence. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what will put you away for good. Ah, you're bluffing. Oh, hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs. We need to go for this guy's jugular.
Oh my
Bites him.
god.
So tell us, what is the Samurai Dogs about? Trace of evidence that will bring him down while here, of course.
Lang,
Oh,
lang, lang.
that's
Sweet lang.
The red spot. We know. Why would? Fuck's sake. Box of Samurai Dogs with the. This should never have existed. So I want you to
This
take
is
me to
so
the spot.
stupid.
It's a single drop of blood, and it just happens to be certainly set here.
Huh?
Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like to disclose the blood analyzed post-haste. I got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey, you, get us down to the lab pronto.
Blood on that box to begin with.
If we think about the flow of the crime, I think this becomes the most obvious reason. Larry, you said that the transported Samurai Dogs were in the pushcart, correct?
Oh, yeah, you have a great memory, Edgy. Fried mine with drugs. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So, to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the Samurai Dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart.
If what Larry says is true, then what are all these boxes doing on the floor? Oh, that's me. I thought it said Larry.
Yeah.
Ah, I
no.
see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Yeah, we know. Exactly. And that is
We're like,
when
we're
I
so much
believe
smarter than
detectives
Ace
are-
Attorney. It makes us feel better about ourselves.
Yeah. But when my men investigated the room, not a single box of samurai dogs were there because the embassy staff had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt trying to hide the evidence of the murder.
It's a good thing Mrs. Oldbag managed to steal that one box. When they got, looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. This great thief.
Oh, what a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal. I received it from myself.
Circus Alba, I say this was one very fatal
Circus.
over. I'm gonna say it circus every time. Sorry to rain on your little love fest, however, I have more. How can he be so self-confident in a no-win situation like this? Even if that blood turns out to be Mr. Cochin's, then what?
Picking my nose. So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh?
He hasn't been ready to quit for 3 hours. The sole piece of
Wow.
evidence that was left at the crime scene, that alone shed light on this new fact. At very least, we now know we have proof of the murder committed in the dressing room. And you say that like it means something.
This guy is such a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Huh? I keep being surprised at these turn of events.
Excuse me, sirs.
Hello, forensics guy.
Hello. I'm wearing a lot of blue.
Report! What were the analysis of the results?
Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood.
I knew it with this Circus Alba. Mr.
Oh my
Edgeworth,
god.
I wonder if you might humor a question.
I don't care.
Your question?
Why do
The
I
one
look the
from
way I
before,
do?
or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference would it make? Shut up! Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was in the dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I'm the killer, does it? Yeah, that's... Yeah, he has a very good point. The blood in that box doesn't prove that he's the killer.
This evidence, it's meaningless.
That can't be. We were so close, sir. I want to smack...
I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's got to be something I can do. You hold him.
Just punch him in the stomach over and over.
Bitch,
Bitch. We finally found a solid piece. There must be something we can do to expose it. I can't think of a single thing.
What would Phoenix do? And then it's like American Beauty, where Phoenix is taking off his like suit jacket and a bunch of court papers fly out of the chest.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my own. Who's it this time?
No.
Who was that? It's too late. I wouldn't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal.
No.
And it wasn't me this time either.
Wasn't me either.
It was me.
No.
It's the forensics guy.
It is?
Yeah, he's... Why did you...
Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir.
There's more?
You guys all just started fucking talking over me.
What? Hurry up, speak it out.
I'm trying! Yes, sir. That blood I mentioned? It's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood.
No.
Huh? What?
This is goofy AF.
What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it is, then who the hell is it? Is it Albus,
If it
because he has that
is,
wound?
I don't know, sir.
Albus got a wound, remember?
All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir.
What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore.
Neither do I. I was a losing turn of events. That blood drop proves something to be true, right? Namely, my words. Which one of your words would that be?
Fuck and you.
The one...
And bitch.
Yeah. The blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered the embassy?
This sounds like the trauma center music when they're operating on like the
It does
daddy
a
of
bit,
all
yeah.
alien viruses.
Nonsense.
Guilt.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a blood pal.
Alienated trophy and a
Yeah.
human latency toxin.
So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? I don't know where his voice has gone.
That would be disgusting.
I guess that's possible. Damn
It's a
it.
violation of health codes.
Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Who's Albert, you bastard! Oh my god!
Oh, anime bastard moment.
Yeah. Silence. Don't you address me with such a filthy word again. I kinda love that.
I hate bad words.
I've wasted enough time. Now let me through. No, we're not letting you through. Doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday,
Oh,
I'll have
thanks.
your dick. I'll sink my face.
I wish he was saying these things to me.
And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see that day comes.
One after the other.
Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a
Foreplay.
pathetic loser or a mutt. Ugh.
Oh.
Just fucking pounces on him. Is this really the extent of what we can do? Is the blood
This is
really
so
from
dumb.
someone? How many times has it been like, is this the end?
I don't
Or
care
is there
anymore.
another possibility? Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who has been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do?
He's so gay.
What would he do in a desperate situation except drop my pants?
Take off his
Mm,
tie
Turn
first.
it
and kind
around.
of pull it aside all
Bend
sexy.
over. That's it. I
Throw
must
it
turn
back.
my way to think this around.
He would stop
Mm,
and wiggle with it.
yes. It's not
He would get
whose
low,
blood
get
is
low.
this. It's whose blood could get onto this box. And if I think
Oh my god.
if that
I
blood
love
got
it.
onto the box when
It's
the
like my
body
favorite
was being placed into the pushcart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at this time. And there is only one person that could be.
Francisca, you are on your period, are you not?
Oh, Jesus. Well, I
understand.
must praise you for trying so hard. It must be... It's because of you
You
kids that I
meddling
was
kid.
removed from the said state, and will be forced to live out the rest of my days in the shadows, unfortunately. It's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know.
So he's just confessing, and now he's gonna
Yeah.
peace out.
Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't
I'd
lay a
say
finger
Diana.
on me. Not now, ever. The arm of the law is powerful. To me, powerless.
Good thing its legs are fierce and strong.
You don't know a thing about my arms. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure if I were you.
He can't
do you
even
mean?
say Phoenix's name.
No, he's not allowed.
Man.
Allow me to
Good
describe
man.
you in one word. It would be too shameful. Pitiful? How so?
Oh my god, the pining.
I think the actual reason is because they wanted to keep these games standalone. But you know,
Well, like, probably. I choose not to believe that.
Quirkus Albert. But I mean, it still works in that way, absolutely. Your wings were clipped long ago.
JAF.
Ah! And for someone who's trying to fly away on them without noticing the fact, pitiful is the perfect way to describe you.
Of jail.
Nice, Kay. You have the right to remain a loser. Mere words.
You have the right to remain ugly. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Like, I don't really get the metaphor.
Just what do you think it means? We had already caught him in our trap a while back. Yeah, I know.
I think it means you're kind of full of yourself.
With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, care to speak in English? What are you talking about? The piece is.
You're the
piece I
goddamn
speak
head
of
of
is the
Interpol.
drop
You
of blood.
get it.
But we know that's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all.
Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that it is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good then, I believe you're aware of just what I mean. Then you know whose blood it belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence
Oh my god.
is
Irrefutable
the
proof.
irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of Samanos belongs to this person. It's Alba.
Click on Francis.
No. The blood of the rising sun on this box belongs to you, Circus Alba. Grr. What?
Why is his blood on the box of Zip?
Because he killed him.
He's not even a victim.
But he's got that wound.
I'm here to be the Watson.
The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and the killer. So that's what you mean. If blood doesn't belong to the victim.
Then there's only one other person it could belong to.
Yes, that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one bleeding? What if,
What if
during
he
the
got
murder,
his
Mr. Cochin
period?
had fought back?
You mean if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba?
Yes, I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he is bleeding. It's the wound.
His soiled sanitary. Never mind.
This wound.
Ew,
Because
that's
remember,
right.
he said he was stabbed by Damask, but he
Ugh,
wasn't.
his gross little shoulder puncture.
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from where Damask 2 attacked me, with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, that happened way after he was in the dressing room.
Ah,
Okay, shut up.
but is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood onto it, so I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try to test Mr. Alba and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. That was surprisingly calm. You don't let a single thing slip by you, no matter how insignificant.
The opponent, blah, blah, fucking blah.
You're the one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law a slip for 10 years to leave the smuggling ring. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are one of a kind criminal.
Just motherfucking
Don't praise
Cisco.
your criminal when you had a better one. I am master of my fear. However, to think such a person as you could miss
Shut
such
up.
a large thing. You believe I overlooked something? You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin, and that it was caused here. He's asking what the weapon is, obviously. Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one that only come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose such a weapon. Is it the fucking key?
This theater was packed with security guards.
Could be.
Well, because the key changes, remember? That's how you used it.
Oh, yeah. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort.
Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring the alabaster knife in bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in some sort of weapon.
But as long as you can't prove what the other way is, all your talk is purely nonsense. So if that way does not exist, you'd better hurry up and tell me now. With pleasure.
Smug.
But
oh
what?
my god, he's so smug. I love him.
This is the piece of evidence. I'm thinking the keep. I'm not sure we even have it in Edgeworths.
I'm a prosecutor.
What else? Do we have any other weapons? Spear
Well,
doesn't count.
The knife covered in blood.
We've already used that knife.
I'm
That's,
pretty sure it's that.
yeah, I
Vegas.
think I was on the right track there. Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatakarasu's key. That key!
That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago.
And it's very unique in that it's both a key and a knife, meaning that under the guise of a key, it could easily have been brought into the theatre. This
This song's
fucking
awesome.
key has so much blood on it, you're right, so much blood.
Oh my
You
god.
couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside the safe, there was a document about the Kodothian paper signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like the Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened the safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Circus Alba?
No, thank you.
I think we got him.
This
Oh.
is where the head explode animation's
Oh,
gonna
I
show
won.
up.
And that, what some may call the coup de grace. What a douche.
dude! I love him.
Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you, especially Manny Cochin. This is all because that man's betrayal. He sought to steal and control the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador, which is why he deserved to die while bearing guilt for all my crimes. That's why I sent out the Yatakarasu's card and how the incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader, who was killed by the Yatakarasu. But
Rachel.
I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for your meddling prosecutors. Scooby-Doo. Mr. Alva, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. This country or Alabast, which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over
Awesome.
for you.
Love it.
Edgeworths!
Whoa.
There he goes.
Oh, here you go. He is exploding.
Ah!
He turns into a bunch of pine cones.
Oh my god.
Oh.
He turned into his statue. He really was possessed.
Ew.
Well, that was shit.
Oh my god.
I love that they
That
can
was a bunch
use
of
this
nonsense.
area because it was an early case.
Yeah.
This is it, the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial. And next week he's scheduled to stand in his own country of Alabast. Francisca is heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes. And she gets to do the case and win.
Oh.
Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. Oh, I don't even want to think about what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of
You
Mr.
don't.
Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse, and boy, he looked about as glum as I do before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking that flight attendant.
I'd like
and
to
even
make
Mr.
enough money to live.
I don't think that's going to work out. Even Mr. Portsman were all part of
Well, you
Mr.
just
Alba's
need to pull
secret
your
agent.
bootstraps harder, Gumshoe.
Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all these incidents. Cammy Meal was to provide the support during the smuggling.
Hi.
Her job as an attendant. Mr. Portsman was to manipulate the trials related to the
Ew,
ring's
he's
slavery.
uggo.
He is Uggo. I fly airlines in the prosecutor's office. No one's safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of the ring spread around the world. Yeah, it sounds such a big off, I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. Yeah. What is it, Detective? Ah, nothing. It's just, well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Armano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Ugh, God, hate him. Mr. Armano has been working with Friendly Ring now for 10 years. He used the Armano's group's various connections worldwide to assist the Ring. But all of that has come to an end, as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Armano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Well, with the arrests of both Mr. Albert and Mr. Armano, I guess that about wraps up the KG8 incident, huh? I suppose so. Ah, this is nice. We did cut away pretty quick, but what else? The real killer in KG8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Kochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG8 incident was Macrel.
That was a dumb name.
I know, right? Those two facts are an unshakable truth, however. It seems that there's a lot of effort has been gone into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trials today. You're solving cases left and right, aren't you, sir? CCU and dying, man. Perhaps
my
now
God.
these two brave souls who tried to make their truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Niall. There was some lotion and I got very creeped out. Shrimp,
Ew.
crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What?
Aw.
Seriously, sir? Wait, actually, I don't want them anymore. The way you're holding them. Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became cut off again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Paneo has reaped a few of the benefits on his own. He has officially become ambassador, and I don't care about this bit.
I was about to pity, or whoever.
Even though every item...
I don't know who it's supposed to be.
Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant. Wait, that's not what I said. So, Mr. Edgeworth, please let me have them, sir. What the fuck?
What is happening?
I think Kay is outside the window. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? Yeah, there she is.
Oh, damn it. I missed the opportunity. That's cute.
Yeah.
Hey, you've got to be more alert than that,
Hey!
bitch! I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit.
Oh, I'm sad we missed that now.
Oh, see, it's flawless.
I totally didn't notice or realize the voice was you. Lang Z says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Hey guys,
Oh my god.
Agent
No,
Lang.
take the fucking glasses
a
off.
pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in the courthouse.
Oh my god, he
but I
looks so
wasn't gonna miss
stupid.
watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him, and watching the guy that screwed
There we
me.
go.
That didn't happen. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action. In court.
In court.
In court. Yeah, in court, sure. Is that so, Agent Lang? We flushed out all the counterfeit bills, so Zeng Fa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, so I just want to say thanks.
Aww.
Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth.
I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterrestrial rights, he would have gone into space. I believe
would
the
have been
victory
banished
belongs
to
to
Uranus.
both of us. A shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you, prosecutors. And I have zero interest in the truth thing
He's
you'll
such
talk
a
about in court. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change. You got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job.
Hold me, Edgeworth.
Yeah. And if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch,
Oh my god.
feel free to sit around and cry
Feel
about
free to
it.
sit on my dick.
Or
Around.
around my dick. But as for me, I'm
Both
going to get that
cheeks
person no
completely
matter what.
enveloping me.
All right. What? No, not that. It's about time for the trial to start. I'll see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery.
Oh
Looking
my
forward to
god.
I'm prepared a whole ton of ticker
Come
tape.
show. Stop
Ticker
vlogging.
tape.
I'll help throw around.
some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins.
Yeah, it's canon that
Why didn't
she
we
does
just
the
call it
confetti.
confetti?
Hope you've got enough because I'm gonna call up my
That's a
men
good
as
gorilla
well.
song.
A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. Oh, where are we going? The scene shifts to the courtroom and the final act.
We won't
of
show
this
you,
long
though.
tale.
There's your girlfriend in jail forever where you can't see her.
It's a story of those who choose to dedicate their lives to pursue the truth. I have to kind of speak
I'm
fast.
gonna say yeah.
Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict, and that you have no choice to end with by any means necessary. That creed has forced me since I was very young. However, I no longer think that is all prosecutors are, and that is because of that man.
Can you imagine?
I can see it happening. He's in the prosecutor bench. Even though I've only been away from the
pretending.
courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I set foot in Rome. And today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rising.
Woo!
Yay!
Aww. Holy shit, that game was too long and very padded. But
But it was really fun.
Lang is a hot man, and we got many friendsiskas, so
We
that's
had
good enough for me.
we had a lot of fun up until the last case.
Dream. Thanks to him, I'm so free to serve him in the friendly blue skies.
Oh, my screen's slow.
Oh, so about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet and they've been a real sensation. People are using them for Tinder. Thanks to praise the art world has lavished on as being truly postmodern.
Oh boy, I'm lagging.
The airline has chosen me to go design their new line of iFly jumbo jets. Just think, someday you will be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet.
That's awful.
I've got some crazy lag going on.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh,
Oh my god.
there he goes again.
Remember when you left me here?
For like an hour. It was a tough man. Because of him, my time and money was wasted. But more importantly,
bitch.
I
Was
received the most
anyone
fantastic
wondering? I
treasure.
wonder what LeBlanc is doing
Yeah, I
at
know,
the
right?
end of the
The
game.
pre-produced statue of Prince Veronica. It weighs a bit light in my hands, but the ambassador player was most he got given the fake statue.
Oh my god.
He got given the fake statue.
What a bitch.
What
He
a
deserves it.
Is this Francis?
Hello. I love her. Yes! We finally caught Asian Hicks killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Codopian court evades.
Aww.
Queen! Codopia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should
Find you
vigor
bigger
there. I love her.
Oh, we can finally see at the bottom now. No, never mind, it's gone.
Whatever, I don't care. Who cares? Who good? Kay! You know what? You grew on me.
Kay grew on both of us so much. Oh, it's not Kay.
Oh, I'm not reading his lines. I
This
hate
little
it.
patrolman has fired. I thought I was safe when I got the gun and I shot myself in the foot.
Who was like, Meekins better be in Ace Attorney Investigations 1 or I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah. I will unsubscribe from this series if there's no Meekies.
Ruffles, man. Shut up, Meekins, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, you bitch boy.
That was a little
Bitch
harsh,
ass.
but you know what? He adds nothing.
Nah, yeah, he's a
Ace Attorney has way more obnoxious characters
soy
than it has
boy beta
characters I
cuck.
love, but the ones I love overpowers everything else.
Emma.
Emma!
Oh, she's the
I'm
best.
still red-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe.
It can only go well.
I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him scientifically.
Oh.
There's no way my dreams will die in
She's
between
in-
now and the next
She's
game.
in 2 apparently a lot more.
Okay. That's, whatever. I like Emma.
Yeah, Emma's cool. I don't think she's
Emma's
quite had her
cute.
dreams crushed yet. Oh, fucking not.
Yet.
Not this character.
Hey. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. They remain forever trapped in the cage of love.
guard down at the detention center. Well, when he's on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor.
This is the guard that's always
That
in the background of the
gay
main games.
prosecutor. Stop it, Lauren! When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love?
Jesus Christ. Who's up next?
Gummy! Oh, ew, it's Manfred.
No, it's the judge.
No, Manfred was in the corner.
Oh, he was, yeah.
There's lots of drama taking place outside of the courtroom. I myself had a lot of drama at the Porcelain Bowl. The judge is apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. That's some hot goss. Maybe I should team up with Bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something. A little judging joke.
Yeah, we all want to see Judge's game.
What a bait and switch. They show you Gumshoe and you get the judge.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be Maggie, not Gumshoe.
Oh my god, no, I fucking
We all hate Maggie.
hate.
Here she is.
Ugh. I'm a horrible person and I add nothing. Woo! I barely escaped death yet again.
Yeah, but boy, were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth out to help us.
Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job.
Good. You still got me.
That's what you deserve. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm gonna pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Stripper? Ooh, this is actually kind of fun.
Oh. I guess they got theirs together.
Gumshoe deserves better than Maggie fucking Bird.
Yeah. Well, no one wants to hear about this.
Ew,
guy.
no one was wondering about the molester. Chester the molester.
Why not come to Godofia for a summer vacation? That's all we need
And
to know.
tons of massages.
Proud to present Let's Investigate a Murder Show. That's kind of fun. A few problems with fire marshals for the next event would be great. It will attract the attention of Capture the Yadagarasi. Well, of course
What a
I hope to enlist
businessman.
Kay's help in creating our latest attraction.
Ugh, Yusuke.
I think it's going to be bad next.
Yuji Matsukura.
You got it. Oh, no. Even more.
No! I continue to be a creep and a pedophile. I can't believe Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go to Paris soon and start a business.
The names are getting
We're
less
going
clever.
to sell Blue Ocean dogs. They sell like hotcake hot dogs for sure. A blue hot dog, blue bun. Oh god.
To be
Your teeth
fair,
will blue in your tongue. I know I'm really not the. Oh my god, I'm gonna burp. Oh god. Okay, so I noticed I haven't really seen the guy in the blue suit at all.
the guy in the blue suit. You mean
I wonder
your
what
friend
else.
from school?
Well, the next time we meet, I'm going to make him eat samurai. Who gives a shit?
Nothing will ever quite be on the same level of Larry's
Fucking
bad
Phoenix
girlfriend names
Wright.
as Kiance.
That's funny though.
It's so
Sorry for
stupid.
burping.
Is it bad or is it Sheena?
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Ah!
Today I gave testimony in court today as a member of the local cemetery.
Yo, Mr. Bad, you
Oh,
look
hey,
well, all
Daddy.
things considered. Mwah.
Oh, you mean it?
By the way, have you noticed that elements within the ring are moving?
They're probably fighting over who should succeed over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring.
Like Z says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail.
I think you make
No one runs afoul off the law and escapes the wolf's fangs.
suppose
I'll get
so.
you all you get.
Yes, baby. Ah, youth. When did I become so old? I wonder. I've begun noticing the gray hairs in my beard more. I'm thinking of retiring my mirror.
My poor throat. It really hurt.
Oh God.
Ew.
Here we go.
Remember me?
I was the big...
I wasn't.
I'll do it because your voice hurts. And the big badger. Talk about busy. But it's all right because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy Poo. Dear,
It says,
please
"Do not
take care of
contact
your
me
head."
anymore."
When you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement? That was surprisingly diplomatic. I was expecting, please stop calling me.
I was thinking that too. Oh my god, old bag. Shut up. You're gonna die single.
Oh,
Colors to you.
ah.
Oh, the epilogue of the epilogue.
Whoop! I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess is top-notch, sir.
Yeah, nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed Rink's secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom.
Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they begin a large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisco and Agent Lang. So what are your plans now, Kay?
Oh, well, you know, still shit. We've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant.
Are you trying to steal my job, pal?
Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy.
Phew, what a relief. Kay,
Eh,
even after all that's happened, are you still become a great thief?
fuck yeah. Now that I know how the law works, I know how to thwart it. But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble logic of Rajasthan. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own.
A 3-person team?
A 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible. I will be Blossom, the other one will be Buttercup, and the third one will be Bubbles.
With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need.
My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. I besmirch his legacy with petty theft. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth? The only things I will ever steal are hearts and the truths that have been hidden away. 'Cause I'm just so cute. I'm gonna work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed.
I guess she's like Ethan or whatever.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
let's both strive for such a future.
Well, I guess it's time for me to get going.
I see. Kay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay?
Don't tell me how to live my life.
And don't be a stranger.
Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak right in.
If you could just... I'd appreciate it if you came through the
Damn
building's
dog.
front door. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken forever.
Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture. Just the 3 of us.
Aww. Yeah, commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. No.
Hey, why not?
Don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, detective.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come back here.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir. Oh. Hey, Detective
Break me
Gumshoe!
out. Phoenix will laugh at me.
Stop that! I can't be seen doing that!
They're all twerking.
Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese.
Show us this damn picture, I'm gonna fucking squeak. And thus, the long tale of the KG-8 incident came to a close. I saw the demise of the smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there is a little time to rest and relax,
R&R, baby.
for I'm eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the
Phoenix is
truth
waiting for me.
and that man.
That man.
My want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed. Oh.
Just mention Phoenix.
He's so unhappy.
Ah! I love it.
Oh,
So cute.
wonderful.
Wunderbar. Or
Oh.
whatever the Germans say. Wunderbar.
Jeez. There we go. It's finished.
2009.
Yeah, 2009, man. So what are we gonna do
That
next?
was a lot of years ago. We could do the OT. However, I would kind of have to
Yeah, you
I got
would.
excited and bought it.
Yeah, you did.
So
If you can work out how to do it, we'll do the OT. Otherwise, we'll
I
probably.
have OBS. my computer's not very strong.
Well, I could
but I think
just
it should.
I could just stream it through Discord if you streamed it to me. That'd probably be easier.
Sure.
Um,
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
yeah. Otherwise, we can just do Apologistics and Investigations too. Either order.
No, we got to do the OT for Whoops.
Oh yeah, no. Like if we can, we absolutely will. I'm just saying if it's not working.
Whoopie Gumshoe starts off as Undushin, but he's aight.
Yeah,
He's aight.
yeah. We'll probably do the OT next. But yeah, that was
OT.
that was good. Even if that last
We should
case.
at least do 1 and 2 before we do investigations.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Investigations was too long, but I love
Yeah.
Lang. I love the Francisca
Well,
moments, and
I gotta be
you know what?
honest,
I like Kay.
cases 1 to 4 were long in parts,
We're
but
adequate.
were enjoyable and like moving.
Case with Mr. Earlobes was sucky and
Yeah.
bad.
Case 5,
But-
it had Lang in it, so it's fine.
Dude, I heard there's not that much Lang or Francisca in the next game.
There's some, but they also have new
Some
characters.
isn't enough.
Well, the whole game was focusing on those two in this one.
Well, that's what every game should focus on because they're the best.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was overly long, but
Overly
good.
long. Agreed.
It was
Oh.
really long.
We completed a game. We did it. Woo!
Wow, thanks for inviting me onto your streams.
Of course, it's much more fun.
Sorry it took so long.
No. It's fun with another person. Good. It's a good time.
It's really goofy.
Mm.
Goofy AF.
But yeah, I guess we
Just
end the
practice my
stream now.
bullshit, I suppose so.
Yeah, we did it. Oh, I'm so pleased.
Yay!
I was really worried we wouldn't be able to finish today because it was just going on and on.
Me too. And this is actually like a reasonable time with which we finished on my end, which is cool.
That's good. But yeah, join us next time for the OT, which we know the answers to.
Yeah, I guess so. Holy shit.
We know the answers to, so it won't be slow. Yeah. You get to see the case I hate more than life, which is the magic. No, it's not. It's the restaurant case I hate more than life. and you get to see other things like that. Jempy's computer's bitched out, so I'm going to end the stream now.
My computer's having issues, and I don't know why.
Well, we're ending the stream, so it's fine.